some of the best players in the world.
They've probably got the most experience out of
anyone here.
Yeah,
but maybe infused matches up. I would say infused matches up with them for sure. But there you go, folks. Strongholds Rig is going to be the first map that we check out here, folks. Look for a lot of activity taking place at each of the Stronghold locations as we go ahead and dive right into this. Camo has been picked up at the 48 mark. So we'll see that pop up in just a little bit. But a good start here for Buck20 as he does manage to find a kill there on Sean is Cool.
Yeah, and it looks like they're about to capture this second stronghold here. And you know what? The ground pound has captured the first two strongholds, and now you see Epsilon actually takes that over, and now they're going for a 3 cap. So this is kind of the strategy you're going to see is capturing basement and also capturing the hill over to the right. So you're going to see Buck20 kind of hold this area here and just kind of shift around, controlling these two strongholds back and forth. And he's actually taken down, so let's hop on board with Snipe Drone, who's going to be looking to pick up the few kills over here.
Of all the players that I've been wanting to check out is Snipe Drone, and actually a challenge there from Elbat. Not enough for him though. Snipe Drone cannot stay alive there. Nade's going to find his way over to him as we check out what's going on with the other Buck twin, Buck57, who's looking to protect basement. Some pressure coming from tower side though. Let's see how the ground pound crew are going to be able to push this one out. They do not have that second stronghold. Oh, and the scatter shot picked up there. Elbat, take a seat. Buck57 has your number.
All right, and if you saw that for a second right there, Buck57 is using the lock and loaded legendary skin here for the Magnum. He's got the scatter shot, picks up a nice kill right there. But yeah, there you see the skin right there. It's the nice rainbow colored lock right there. But I know you were saying you're about the
I'm more
AR
of a team chief guy. I'm more of an AR team chief guy. You know, don't get me wrong, love my pistol, and I got my one pistol skin. If anyone knows the struggle that I've had on Twitter, just probably, you know, it almost got to foul language with myself and Quinn, you know, because I just wanted my pistol skin. I felt like, you know, you guys were holding it off for me. You know, you weren't allowing me to have that. Oh, no ammo on that one. Oh, he misses, goes for the ground pound, but just Buck20 just could not finish it up. Sean is Cool, able to come out on top as you're checking out the blue team. Going for that camo pickup here, and should be
giving a little bit of a little
picked up a
Humpty Dumpty over there.
Oh man, that's just precious. That's just rich. Well, actually, speaking of the skins, you have the AR. It's actually literally said AR. It's the Mr. Chief skin, so it looks actually pretty awesome. But anyway, back into the action. As now, here's the thing, Strongside. You have this camo, you have the scatter shot with a full range of ammo. What are you looking to do here with this one? I mean, focus is definitely being put onto Nest. I know you want to hold basement and Nest, which is exactly what you know. Unfortunately for them, the enemy team is not allowing them to do. But you have camo. What are you looking to make of this right now?
Yeah, especially getting camo on this map. I mean, you can virtually just run around anywhere, and a nice pickup kill right there. But you want to control the Nest and basement, and he's kind of doing a good job just kind of going back and forth right here. Unfortunately, they lost Nest. I would say he probably should have pushed over there to try and stop that cap. But if they can control Nest and can control basement, they're going to be set. But right there you see it. As he's picking up Nest, they're losing basement, and basement's probably the #1 stronghold you want to control on this map.
Yeah, it does seem like, and there's 3 members actually rotating over to BR base. It could be wrong there. Sorry, I have to actually move in a little bit to see the screen. But yeah, you know, I'm wondering why they put so much attention on that BR base. Sean is Cool is not having the easiest time getting over to Nest as well. He needs those nades to be able to connect. Should have banked him against the left wall. Finds Jimbo in front. Goes in for the scatter shot. Can't quite finish it up though, as a player actually picks him off over toward that mid-bridge. And they lose control of the Nest. And now they're fighting out of the BR base, not the position they want to be in.
All right, and now we're back on board with Buck20, and like we were saying earlier, this is the classic setup. They've got control of basement and Nest, and what you were just pointing out earlier about Sean is Cool, they left to go to the BR base. You really don't want to leave the outside area. I mean, in pretty much any situation, you want to keep that team spawning back by the BR base. Yeah. And you notice Buck20 is just hanging out by the basement. Their whole team is just outside, just waiting for the ground pound to start pushing in. They're not overextending or anything. You see Jimbo over there by Nest, and Buck20 still in basement, and you see his brother over in the tower. But they're just hanging out here. Almost gets taken down by the ground pound, but he's able to pick up that kill right there, and he's unfortunately taken down. Let's hop on board with, you know what, let's hop on board with the pickup, Cosmo Yaman.
Yeah, we'll see what he's going to do off the respawn now. Of course, still spawning inside of that BR base, and that camo has been picked up by Jimbo. So I believe that could have been around that same mark, around 748. We'll see that pop up potentially in a little bit. Score, though, is getting a little out of hand here. 74 to 21, now 75, as Epsilon continues to rack on the points. Bevli cannot stay alive. Elbat's going to get picked. That's going to be Buck Twins cleaning house, but Cosmo Yaman is going to kill Jimbo at the very least, giving him some breath of fresh air. Snipe drone, though, just staying in their face, and I like the pressure that Epsilon are applying here against the ground pound. They're not giving them much to work with. They're pretty much saying, hey, if you want to push into basement, you're going to have to go through me. You're going to have to worry about me with this high ground.
Yeah, and you see they're just playing it well. He's just waiting for them to push out, like we were saying before. Just picking up a kill here down in the basement. Actually not able to pick up that kill. There you go. He's able to finish that off now. But he's just staying alive in basement, contesting the hill right now, waiting for his teammates.
This pillar
wow,
too.
Incredible play by Snipe Drone right there, just staying alive. And that's one of the most important things in Halo 5, just staying alive. You have a lot of players that'll jump out and challenge and try and get a wild kill. But let's hop on board with Jimbo over here, who's in the snipe hall right now. Now they're going for the 3 cap. Actually, they're able to pick up BR base, but now they've lost the nest. So let's hop on board with Jimbo. How he's got the camo now, picking up the camo, and this is 94-27. This game's pretty much over.
The cool part about strongholds, though, is that you're not out of it till you're out of it, right? I do happen to like that quite a bit. Oh man, he got camo eyes there. He saw him creeping around the corner. But regardless of the fact, you could leave one teammate there to pick it, right? To get the pickup on the objective. But no way should you have 2 people putting priority on that base. You should just focus on everyone pushing forward into the basement. But now we're shifting gears to Team Slayer on Coliseum. This one, of course, my favorite map. I'm a big fan of Coliseum. I could play Coliseum all day. I just love the balance. Funny enough, too, this is the first map that I ever played of Halo 5.
Really?
When we went out to go test it. So this map has a particular fondness for me. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be another one where this initial rush is going to be super important. How do they angle those splinter grenades or those nades in general? And there you go. You just can't let a player like Jimbo get control of the rockets right away. He is going to have a fresh stock, and they're already in their face on blue side. Yeah,
I mean, he wasn't even contested to get rockets. He just easily picked them up, and now he's running over to Sniper. And it also looks like Buck 20 has the scatter shot as well. Still trying to locate where the sniper rifle is right now, and Snipe Drone is dead, so he doesn't have the sniper. You don't want Snipe Drone to get control of the sniper. And there you see Jimbo taken down by Blight over here, who's now picked up the rockets.
No chill with Blight, dude. He just goes up and just lets him taste a little bit of the chief crotch. All right, well, all the power to you. Let's see if he can follow it up. It is going to be a tied game, 4-4. Still early, though, folks. We'll see what happens. Got to be careful about that, too. He is able to get the kill, but it will be traded 5-5. Now over to Snipe Drone with that DMR. Finds 2 player in front of him. Could he be able to pull off a 1v2? That's one for the pick. Looking for the second. Can't quite get it, though. And will finally get cleaned up by Blight. Callouts have been made that he was on red tunnels, so they were able to prioritize that. And now they have sniper rifle in their possession, hopefully. Let's see what they could do with it.
It actually looks like they weren't able to get that sniper over in the cave over there. It looks like Buck 57 may be the one to pick it up, but now you see Sean making a push here, runs right into that grenade. Not going to be able to make anything happen there. Let's hop back on board with Snipe Drone.
See what Snipe Drone is going to do here. Finds one with the pistol. Easy pickings for him, as well as the DMR. There is going to be a player there who has no shields, and he is just running for dear life, but that's his assist. Buck 20 there for the cleanup. Good work there from him.
All right, let's hop on board with actually Buck 20, who's fighting a battle over here, able to pick up that kill. And now you see rockets are going to be coming up here soon. And if we're going to be able to pick these up here on Epsilon, getting contested by the ground pound, except the first time, like we said, they didn't contest the rockets. Now they're putting some pressure. The game is still only 16-7. Anything can happen on Coliseum. You see big swings because of these power weapons, like the scatter shot, the sniper, and the rockets. So teams could be leading by 15 kills, and if they lose control of all the power weapons, you see that big swing of a team making a comeback.
Yeah. Of course, you know, Epsilon, they have proven that they are mindful of the objectives on the map. You know, going for the power weapons, going for the pickups, the power-ups, you know, those things have definitely shown to be more beneficial for Epsilon than it has been for Ground Pound in this series. They are almost at that halfway mark here, folks. So this could realistically be GG if Ground Pound cannot step it up. They haven't even crossed that 10-kill territory just yet. Rockets flying over. No connection just yet from, but they do have sniper rifle. And I believe that is going to be Snipe Drone who has the sniper. Could be wrong, though. Looking around to see who picks it up. Yes, it is going to be Snipe Drone. So let's go over to him and see what he's going to do. He has that BR for protection as well, so if anyone goes to challenge him, Snipe Drone will be there for that immediate pick. But he is going to get out of dodge there and hope to God that no one actually there. He has a teammate there at the very least. But, you know, you could just tell that Ground Pound's scattered, right? They don't know. They don't know what to do right now. Epsilon, they have a split push. They have players on red, players on blue, and that is leaving them to spawn in really awkward positions and not allowing Ground Pound to be able to get together, to like really form a strategy here. And Epsilon's not allowing them to do so. That is the make of a you know, 5-star quality team here in Europe.
Yeah, and rocket launcher spawning up here again, but kind of to touch on what you're saying.
Oh,
what
beautiful
a
shot.
Snipe Drone right there. And actually, I was watching a clip from one of the qualifiers, and Snipe Drone went off on this wild snipe spree. So I'm going to bet we're going to see so many snipe sprees throughout this weekend.
Phenomenal.
But when we look at Epsilon, they're definitely a more established team. They've got strategy, and when you see a team like the Ground Pound, players that are individually skilled, but their team doesn't have any set strategies. You can tell by just watching the gameplay. It's more so just kind of running around, getting into individual battles when they need to be working together. And what a rocket by Sean is cool right there to take down Snipe Drone. Let's hop on board with Sean is cool, see if he can get control of this sniper over here. It looks like he's going to let his teammate pick that up.
Yeah, he needs a weapon, though, desperately, and he does find. I would actually go for that BR there. But you know what, though? I do like to pick up at the DMR because it's going to give him some cross-map presence. He will be able to shoot comfortably from Blue Bridge, excuse me, over to Red Bridge. And a good shots overall, though. Elbat is going to be there for the pick. Unfortunately for them, though, with every kill that, you know, Ground Pound seems to be registering, Epsilon gets 2 more, and they just continue to add on to that lead. Players on that mid-bridge there, and actually having to back away. Scatter shot, though, is going to find its way to Snipe Drone's chest. Not much that Snipe could do there. Sean is cool, looking to hold this one down, but still, they've actually improved quite a bit from that 8 kills there that they had just a little while ago. So quite impressive there, regardless of what the result is, so long as they don't get that steak dinner. That's the only thing.
And you see Sean is cool. He was doing a nice job at staying alive. They slowed it down, but as you saw, their team was really scattered all over the map. And you see Evan across the map. They've just got players everywhere, and they're not able to work together. And I think that's something, this is good for them. They're going to be able to take this away from the game and go back and talk about it and start talking strategy, start talking more teamwork. And we have the individual skill, but how do we take it to the next level after this? And it's taken down right there by the scatter shot. Let's hop on board with Buck 57. Actually, you know what? Let's hop on board with Snipe Drone.
Well, Snipe Drone. Buck 57 just got the sniper. Let's see what 57 can do. Oh, Ground Pound coming from Jimbo there. Sean is cool's going to get trapped in a bad spot. Snipe Drone's there for the cleanup with the rockets. Finds his second as well. That's going to be Elbat. And this could very well be some delicious steak that we see cooked up by Epsilon if they can keep this one going. Looking around for this next possible kill here. He's looking on radar, can't quite find anything, but he knows the spawn's going to be by red. Goes for the shot.
Going for fancy. No.
About the power weapons. It's all about the power weapons. You know, one player that you don't want to see with power weapons is Mose or Respectful.
Or Fusion, so, you know, just that line up all the way. And then, of course, game 3, if needed, will be capture the flag on Truth.
Yeah, and we're just about to load into this first game here. Pretty excited for this one, Harry. As you say, we're going to start this one off with Septic, I believe. And as we say, been over to America. He's been back. He's the most experienced player probably worldwide. And obviously in this worldwide tournament, that's probably going to help them out in this, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'd agree. And like we said, let's start things off with Septic. Like we said, they are spawning at the BR base, and that's certainly not the stronghold that they want to be contesting early on. And Septic will grab the camouflage and stay on the map early on. So early camouflage control there for the Dignitas side. Respectful will take down Toxinful, excuse me. But Mose does go down to Steve, who does have the scatter shot, and early kills here from Potent. That's 3 down now on the Dignitas side. as Potent putting on a show early on here in the game, Mark.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you want to do. If you're an underdog and you can get a couple of quick kills in the start of a game, it just gives you confidence. All of a sudden you think, you know what, these players, they're just players. They're just Halo Spartans that we're playing against. We're not playing against the reputation. We're just playing against the Spartans. But early control actually gone into the hands of Potent Halo here, as they have two of the strongholds in their possession, as we are now on board with Respectful, I believe, who has that scatter shot, Harry, and we know how deadly that is as close range as he looks to take out Point, but he's actually taken down by Square. Unbelievable play starting this game off from Potent.
Yeah, Potent actually in a 12-0 lead at the moment, so certainly not what we expected coming into this one. And let's swap over to someone else on the Potent side. They do only have the BR base, and we spoke about it before the game. This is certainly not the stronghold that you want to be controlling here on the rig, Mark. It's probably one of the least favorable strongholds in all of strongholds.
Yeah, you want to get out of that spawn rotation at the BR base, because you can just get trapped in there. There's so many power positions that can just look down on that spawn. So they're going to have to look to push out, and I'd imagine they're going to look to push out towards the nest here, as Toxinfall, who we're on board with here, and he's just going to be flanked from behind by Mose. And Harry, we have seen Mose do that so often in all of the qualifiers, just sneaking up behind these players.
Yeah, he's a sneaky beaver, but again, the guy that we highlighted before the game, here he is. It's Septic from Team Dignitas. He's going to fight here up on the railgun, 2 versus 1. Don't think he even managed to clean up one there, so let's swap over to a teammate. Let's see what Respectful's up to here on the Dignitas side. They are currently in the lead. They have regained that advantage. Don't forget, they did go down 12-0 early on in the game, as Respectful will take down a Potent player. He's going to try and make it 2 here, which he does. And now he's going to try and make something happen, but he's taken down by Alski on the Potent side, who has the railgun, but will go down as well.
Yeah, and it just seemed like a couple of kills were traded back and forth there, but Dignitas now have control of this map. 2 of the strongholds in their possession, and they are just racking up time. And this is where Potent Halo probably didn't want to find themselves, which is a deficit in the game, because we know as soon as the power weapons and the map control goes into the hands of Dignitas, it's a pretty big ask to come back from that.
Yeah, I agree. I want to swap over to Mose here, because he's got the railgun. 30-13 is the score. Respectful in the kill feed with a double kill. And Mose here still with a scatter shot in his possession, and he will take down Steve as well. And check out this perch position. It's such a sneaky kind of position. You can literally just sit here, wait for someone to show up on the radar. 2 players there on the radar. Mose here, great trigger discipline. He's going to pull out the railgun and will not quite finish off that kill just yet. He's going to make it hard work there for Mose, but he will finally take down Alski. And that's going to be a kill on the board there for Mose, but he goes down again. Ooh. That's not good. Come on, bro. You can't be changing your settings mid-tournament. Let's swap over to Fusion, who's coming off the respawn. Shaky stuff there from Mose. He's not too happy with his controller setup at the moment, I don't think, Mark.
Yeah, it looks a little bit uncomfortable. And I mean, a LAN event, as I say, a live event,
something you don't do.
Live environment is something you don't want to be doing. You want to make sure before you get into the games that you're comfortable with your settings, that you feel like you're playing at home. But Respectful picking up a double kill. Fusion picking up another kill, as we see here, with a headshot on Square. And he's just going to be moving across to try and spot these spawners at the BR base. But again, 2 of the strongholds are in control of Potent Halo. And this is, I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far. It just seems like they do not want to just roll over and give Dignitas his first game. They've come here for a fight, Harry.
Yeah, I agree, and they're certainly making a game of it, although, as we say, that Dignitas are currently scoring. And it's going to be Steve here who's going to try and find one of the Dignitas players, put some shots down, but can't quite make anything happen there. It's cleaned up, though. But like you said, Mark, Dignitas, such strong slayers in this game, and on a game type like Strongholds, where they can get kills left, right, and center, it's a fun game type for them to play.
Yeah, it is, and we're back on board with Mose, going back to his little house. So he's made a little nest up here where we're going to expect to probably find a few more times in this tournament. He's just waiting for the players to push towards that nest. He's going to be in possession, but Fusion is the one in possession of the camouflage. Great timing from them. And he's got the storm rifle and the camouflage, and that is a pretty deadly combo, Harry, as he's trying to sneak into the basement here to try and catch a player off guard, just defending that stronghold. Finds Steve in front of him. He's taken down, though, by Steve. I'm so impressed with some of the individual plays we've seen from this Potent side. And I think Dignitas are going to be a little bit disappointed with losing a lot of these battles.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Fusion there had the opportunity to be a sneaky beaver, but like you said, the Potent player there with the camo eyes, it was good stuff from him, but Square here does have the battle rifle, but his team are down by a considerable amount. They're going to try and take the basement, but Square goes down. Let's see what Toxinfall can do. He goes down as well, and there's just kills across the board here for Dignitas, although Steve will take down Respectful, and he'll make it 2 as well. As we see Square here coming off the respawn at the BR base. But you see there again, Potent Steve going down. They can't quite get a strong grasp on that basement stronghold, and that's what's contributing towards the scoreline at the moment, Mark.
Yeah, as we've mentioned through the whole game, they have such strong slayers on this Dignitas squad that all they need to do when they have these strongholds in their possession is just trade kills. And I mean, if they do that, then it's going to be difficult for Potent to push through and get a full cap on one of these strongholds. But I've been really impressed. Septic with a double kill there off screen, and Mose is back near his little home at this nest base, picks up the nice shots there for the killing spree. I think that's Mose's second killing spree of the game, so he's definitely settled in after that little bit of a controller issue at the start, and he's putting up some good numbers by the looks of things.
Yeah, he was fixing his dead zones, I think.
Yeah, just adjusting his death.
Those controller settings in Halo, of course, you can customize that thing to death, and Mose clearly just wanted a bit of a better dead zone. Let's swap over here to Septic. Again, we haven't seen too much out of Fusion in this game. I want to see what he's doing after this, but Septic at the moment is on a killing spree. He has that battle rifle in his possession, and his team are only 7 points away from the victory. And right now, with Dignitas with that lead, only 6 points away, with Septic with the battle rifle and the scatter shot, you've got to say it is all she wrote, surely here, for Team Potent.
Yeah, it looks like, as we say, 98 now. Both of the strongholds in possession. Only one in the hands of Potent, so it's just going to rack up 99. But you've got to go with Dignitas still on a Coliseum Team Slayer, haven't you, Harry? You can't look past them. I mean,
the game type is Team Slayer, and we go on constantly about Dignitas. Almost said five.
Nearly.
Dignitas being full of strong slayers. The game type is Team Slayer.
It suits them, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's like,
I mean, it's difficult to back against Dignitas in the final in a Slayer.
Yeah.
Against anyone in a Slayer, because they are so strong. So you can't really bet against them. But we're going to start with, I think we've got to start with Eccentric Steve, which is one of my favourite gamer tags. We did ask in one of the qualifier cups if he was joined with Seasick, but we didn't get that confirmed.
He's very eccentric as a player, so watch out for him in this game, Mark.
Okay, well, he's going to be the player to pick up that DMR and look across map at the window, sees a player on the rocket corner, but the shots that come in from Fusion, we talked about it before the game even started, Harry, taking him down, and Fusion now set up on the top of this sniper.
Yeah, I think Dignitas actually managed to grab control of the sniper there as well. I'm looking across our screens, can't quite see sniper possession with anyone at the moment, but I am seeing Respectful here with the rockets. He's already got one, so he's going to take down Steve, and check out the score already. Dignitas 5. Potent Halo 1. And
doing a great job of staying alive with these rockets, Respectful. He knows that he doesn't want to give the power weapons up, even for the trade of the kill, and he picks up one there on Owski, who was found at the rocket corner. He's going to swap out his pistol for the DMR. He's now looking back across map. Oh, and the team shot from Dignitas, so impressive, as Fusion is got Respectful's back. He says, you know what, buddy, I'm going to help you out here. I'm going to have that kill.
Yeah, make that kill a little bit easier, but check out the angles there from Fusion. Takes down Square. And that is a killing spree already for Fusion. And check it out, he already knows where to look for the spawn.
And another one! Fusion!
Wow. The double kill snapshot there from Fusion. He's going to take down Toxin for
no! After such an incredible play, he decided that enough is enough. As we see on the player screen, Fusion having a little giggle to himself there. Picked up an unbelievable triple kill, but then decided enough was enough, and he didn't want to bring the hurt to Potent anymore.
He played himself.
He played himself.
He played himself. But anyway, 17-3 the score. I mean, we talked about it before the game. It's all about controlling these power weapons and keeping them out of the hands of Dignitas. Dignitas got both the sniper and the rockets, and check out the score. That's exactly what happened, and Respectful here. He's just doing work. He's on a killing spree. He has a BR. He's just finished with his rockets, and he's just getting kills here, left, right, and center. It looks easy here for Respectful.
Yeah, all of a sudden, as you say, it's just power weapon control, and they can as soon as you have power weapon control, you pick up the initial kills, then a team like Dignitas will just trap you in a spawn cycle. As we saw there, the whole of the Potent team was spawning on the blue rocket corner, which enabled Dignitas to just trap them in that base. And as we see, just the control of the map now, where they now have them spawning on the red side of the map. And Septic here with a scatter shot as he takes down a challenger, Toxin Full. And he's just on the prowl here around the red base. Sees a couple of his teammates go down around the snipe area, but 25-7. I mean, this is the Dignitas we expected to see.
Yeah, I'm looking across our screens. No power weapons at the moment, but as I say that, Owski from Potent does have these in his possessions, but his team are down by a considerable amount, so he needs to do some work here with these rockets. You see there on the radar, he's playing the slow game, and he will find a Dignitas player there. That's Respectful who goes down. So 1 kill out of the 4 rockets here from Alski. 1 out of 4 so far. Let's see if he can make it 4 for 4. That's certainly what his team need him to do in order to get back into this game.
Yeah, he really needs to make use of these. I just feel like it's one of those situations where he seems more worried about dying than picking up kills. He knows how important these rockets are, but he needs to try and make a play for his team just to get him a couple of kills and an opening in this game. If he stays still for too long, Dignitas will find you as he finds himself one shot up on this sneaky ledge, up on the snipe. And he just seems to be not wanting to die at the moment. He's finally taken out, and I think a lesson needs to be learned there. If you're going to play against Dignitas and not move, they will find you and they will shut you down.
Yeah, nice double there from Septic to take down not only the rocket player, but also the sniper player there for Potent as well. Looking across our screen, I've seen Mose with the sniper, so we gotta go. We gotta see what this Maltese monster can do. Of course, Mose, the Italian stallion,
nice.
He will take down Toxin Full there. The only foreign player here this weekend, I do believe. He hails from Malta, but he is actually Italian, I do believe.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Harry, and he definitely knows how to use these power weapons. As he finds a player sneaking up behind him, goes for the quick no-scope, but he's taken down by Steve. So a little bit unaware there from Mose of the player spawning behind him and sneaking up on him, which is quite unlike a Mose play. But Respectful here with the scatter shot, and I mean, we all know how good Respectful is with these up-close weapons. His ability to just maneuver around the map, find himself in these close-quarter situations and just wrecks people with that scatter shot.
One thing I'm loving here about Team Dignitas is the fact that they don't count out the scatter shot. They're timing that thing as well. You know, it's not just sniper and rockets on this map. There's a scatter shot down bottom middle as well. Dignitas very aware of the damage that can do. Respectful here, we'll push into the base. We'll take down 1. We'll try and make it 2, but I do believe Fusion's going to be the man to take down that player before Respectful can do so. And at the moment, it's looking fairly one-sided here, Mark. 44 to 12, I do believe. Make that 45. Make it 46 as kills across the board go in for Dignitas. As we swap over to Septic here, can't quite make a play happen there with the sniper.
Yeah, 46 to 13 there, and I just wanted to go back to that rocket from Respectful. I mean, you know your team shot's good as a squad when you're firing a rocket and the player's dead before the rocket even hits the player. I mean, he's been cleaned up by his teammate. As Respectful here looking to close this game out. Septic finishes the kill there, and that is the victory
right now. It's so competitively balanced, and you have those areas where you can control and set up a spawn trap, and it's just those 2 strongholds outside. Those are the 2 that you want to go for, and we saw these other 2 teams, Dignitas, just really play it by the book. So let's see if Infuse can do the same up here against Hype Gaming. I'd say let's start on board with 2 Foxy.
I mean, it's somebody the guys on the analyst test did talk about. 2 Foxy has been doing big things currently. Let's see what he can do at the start of this game. Just holding things down here, trying to get a hold of basement. They're going to push forward towards that. And Big Gumball going to come up here. Can he manage to stay alive? Does get the AR. He should just about make that first kill. Doesn't quite go down for him. Has managed to stay alive, though. And nobody really in control at the moment, both with 1 stronghold apiece.
Yeah, and when you look at Red Team, by the way, they spawn at the BR base, so they technically have the harder time to push outside. The Blue Team gets that little bit of an advantage at the start of the match, but it already looks like Infused is already picking up Nest on top of that, and it looks like they're looking to take over basement right now. 2 Foxy making the jump over to the camo plat and taking down this guy here. Not actually able to take him down, thought he was going to finish him, but taking down these guys here over at Nest, picking up the double kill. Controlling that Nest, that is such an important important stronghold to cover throughout the entire match, if not the most important.
And that was Tails coming in there with a very important kill to shut him down because he was advancing on. The rest of his team were collapsing in there, but currently at BR base does pick up. BR has 2 strongholds for his team, though. Currently 2 Foxy on Team Infused, 2-1 to the good, and those points are rising. Just trying to catch a basement at the same time, though. Contested, currently 1 kill does go down, and that's the grenade coming in for him as well. Is he going to be able to stay alive just about? Is he going to be able to capture it? He does, and that's 3 strongholds now for Infused. They're going to get started and get some points on the board as this BR in hand as well, so let's see what he can do with it. BR base, they are currently losing that, but they're okay with that.
Yeah, now they've just got the perfect setup, and if they play this the rest of the way out, just holding outside, we may see a 100-0 match right here. And actually, 2 Foxy jumps off the map. Don't see that happen too often. Let's hop on board with one of the other guys. Let's hop on board with Goose Time from the other team.
Now let's see what he can do. As I said, the pressure isn't there for him. He does go down to Ramirez very quickly with that pistol. But yeah, as I said, the pressure isn't there for them, so they can go out here, and currently it's not going too well for them, but they have that momentum potentially to take this away from Infused, but currently with 40 points to 0, it's unlikely. But scat shot in hand.
They've got a good push here going. They had 3 guys on their team push towards basement, unable to get this here. Actually, it looks like if he can pick up a kill here, they may be able to get it. He's got some help from his teammate above, and he's going down, not able to get that help from above by Human. Human's going to pick up a kill. I think the biggest thing to look at when you see these 2 teams play, the teamwork, and I'll bring that up a million times. It just comes down to using teamwork. You can have the best individual skill, but we're not going to see Hype Gaming take this further unless they work together a bit more, and that's something they can really take away from.
It's such a huge thing in Halo, isn't it? Teamwork. I mean, obviously, teamwork is one of the main ingredients for any competitive team in any competitive game, but on Halo, it's so essential to have a great team. You know, the team shots coming in can really just melt teams together if you can really get that down. And here we go on board with Squashy. Sorry, he is going to pick up the kill there, pushing towards Nest. Is it a good idea for him to be thinking about this here? Because currently the shot's going to come in. He's not going to survive that. Ramirez coming around the back.
Sneaking with the camo right there, just baiting him in. Just perfect play by Ramirez right there, just holding down the Nest. And you see these guys, it's already 83-0 right now. It looks like they're going to be closing this off here very shortly. But just also, they're playing it just by the book. So it's going to be interesting seeing Infused match up against Dignitas or Epsilon in the future, seeing how they can stop this setup. What are they going to do? What are their strategies to break this setup?
Yeah, it just seems smart. It seems very methodical from Infused. There's nothing too panicky about their player. They're moving around the map with the right movement, just staying alive. Nothing too crazy, and they're making it look very, very comfortable. Foxy does pick up a kill with that pistol, and currently on board with Ramirez. Just really held down this Nest. He hasn't died in such a long time at the moment, and really held that down well, all on his own. He's just really keeping Hype Gaming completely off this. He picks up one. Is he going to be able to pick up the second? His teammate comes in there. Once again, that teamwork that we talked about is essential for Infused. Worked out really well for them. They're just picking apart Hyped Gaming. It's currently at 80-0 in just a second, with only a few minutes gone, and this is looking very strong from Infused. I mean, talking as with the rest of this game is going to pan out, and there's no way Infused are going to lose this one now. Where do you see them going this weekend? Yeah,
four down on Hype Gaming right there. And you just see here, I'm going to hop on board with Foxy, who's just going in for the BR base. And they kind of know they've sealed the deal. But now you're going to see Hype Gaming spawn behind their team Infused over in basement. And now they're going to lose basement. But I think they know that this game's pretty much over.
It was over before it started. When you look at this scoreline, 96 and rising. We're about to close this one out. Infused are going to take map 1 away, 100 points to 0.
One of the guys going up for rockets, but you don't need to just forcefully charge in and rush and just bum rush the rockets.
Yeah.
Just take your time, work together, and make sure you're calling out. But who do you want to hop on board with this match?
I think we went with Foxy previously. Let's go with somebody from Team Happy. Let's see if they can get a hold those power weapons. As we said, let's see if they can start it off in a good fashion, because they're going to need to if they want a chance of against Infused. We're on board with Squashy and straight away heading towards rockets.
Heading right to the elbow, just like we were talking about it. So he's going to make his way up to rockets here. Let's see if he gets in a battle. Yep, he's going to get into a 1v1 fight. Can he make it happen? He's not going to be able to take him down right there. Let's move on over to Goose Time, who's also helping him out. See, they're doing a great job. Even though Squashy died, the other team hasn't got control of rockets yet. Goose Time is kind of putting him at bay, not allowing him to go up for it. As they go for it, he's probably going to pick up this kill. There he goes, picks up the kill. So although they didn't get rockets, Goose Time was able to pick up a kill right there, which is helping benefit the team. Now they just got to acquire these rockets.
Yeah, now they've switched over. He's got the rest of the team with him. He should be able to pick it out. Foxy does pick up a perfect kill though, and kill's going to come in for Infused. That's 3 very, very quickly off the bat for them. So 7 and 2. Sniper rifle in the hands of Human, not able to do anything, and it just seems Infused see the issue, the Hyped game, and have those power weapons. They close it down fast, and they close it down very, very fast. Blackjack now has the sniper. Let's see what he can do with this. Does have DMR in hand as well.
So we've got Ramirez with the rockets, Blackjack with the sniper rifle. They've already gained control of all the power weapons. We saw that short time, Goose Time did take down the rocket player, but they just weren't able to capitalize and get control of them.
I mean, it could potentially be fair to say that that is literally the game for Hyped Gaming now, because the control of the weapons are with Infused. How are they going to be able to turn this around? The kill's going to come in there. Human does pick up one to Foxy. Not quite going to get there with the kill for Blackjack with a sniper. Going to look for the second time round. Not going to happen. Does get shut down. But big headshot coming in there onto Squashy, who goes down. And this is Infused looking very, very strong. The score is 13-5. Is he going to make the third? Not quite. He is scouting around with that sniper. Not going to happen for him here, but very, very strong for Infused currently.
Yeah, and we're seeing kind of that same play style here with Infused. They're really holding down the sniper area with the bridge. Let's hop on board with Ramirez real quick, showing that actually he's making a push over towards blue right now, and Blackjack giving him some cover over here with the sniper rifle, able to pick up the double kill, looking for the triple. He knows there's going to be someone flanking. Not gonna connect there, but so right here, he's looking for the spawners. So Blackjack knows people are gonna be spawning around Red Cave, possibly over by Red Sniper, since his entire team is over at blue. It looks like there's a couple players still over there, so The other team may still spawn there, but he knows red is completely empty. You see no one on that side of the map, so he knows someone's going to be over here. It's a really smart play by Blackjack.
And he does have the weapon enabled to really pick off players quickly, but he does see his teammates spawning there, so he knows somebody's going to come in around behind. He does take a couple of shots here. Is he going to be able to manage to survive this one? Shot's going to go in. He's just about going to get away. Human does pick up the kill on the Chalky. And I wouldn't put Hyped Gaming out of this yet, but 23 days, a very, very strong scoreline from Infused. Blackjack trying to get some shots in there with the DMI. Is he able to do it from here? He's got two guys in front of him. Can he manage to survive? The sniper rifle is pulled out. Is he going to be able to do anything with it? It is going to respawn soon. Does just about get the shot off there. Is he going to be charging out quite a couple of kills? Do come in there for Hyped Gaming and just trying to stay alive. And you know, Blackjack has done a fantastic job there. A couple of shots. He had a few members of Hyped Gaming in front of him. Still manages to survive. Didn't quite manage to pick up the kills, but not getting any kills over to Hype is really beneficial for Infused.
All right, let's hop on board with Human, who actually has just picked up the sniper rifle as well. He's going to get trapped, though, and taken down by Infused. You saw Infused, just two guys calling him out over there, and they were able to connect and take him down pretty easily.
I mean, just to touch on something, like you've seen when Blackjack had a hold of that sniper, how long did he have a hold of that? About 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah.
As soon as Human picked that up, Infused swarmed him so quickly. And they just seem the more intense team here in Team Slayer. Let's see what they can do to continue this on, but it is a very good scoreline. It has reduced slightly. I mean, we have seen Hype Gaming come back into this a little bit. 28 to 15 now, 13 kills is the difference. 2 Foxy picks up a double of his own. Rocket launcher spawn in 10 seconds. It looks like the control is with Infused. It's looking very good for them.
Yeah, they're playing this really well, keeping them spawning back and forth. If you look at Hype Gaming, they're kind of scattered everywhere around the map. Just it seems a little chaotic for them, and that can happen because you're playing against a top team, Infused, and they're putting a lot of pressure on Hype Gaming. So Hype Gaming may not be used to that type of pressure, just people constantly in your face, putting shots, just nades flying in. It could be just a lot to take in at first, but the game seems to be slowing down here just a little bit, but now we see Chalky he's not letting up. He's just
very
charging in. You see his other teammates charging in right there with him. They're taking down.
Double for 2 Foxy once again. Triple coming in for him. They're actually with a scatter shot. Sorry,
let's hop on board with 2 Foxy going for the long range overkill. I think that was shot at his teammate. He's going for the overkill on his teammate.
Well, I actually had a chat with the guys, and they said you wouldn't be surprised to see something special from Infused. You know, maybe if they go high up, they might try a bit of fun on stream here. But currently looking very good for them. 40 to 17. That hasn't been a kill on Hype Gaming for a long time. Those power weapons really being used by Infused very well. Let's see what they can do to try and close this one out. They only have 10 kills to go, and they've done it in very convincing fashion. The first map was a complete whitewash. This one a little more closer, but still at the same time very strong out of them. Is he going to be able to pick up this kill? Ramirez, another one there. As for Blackjack with the pistol as well. And they just have control of all the weapons when they need to.
Yeah, and actually just looking at some of the players from Hype Gaming, they're playing extremely passive. Like, hey, let's hop on board with Tails. Just doesn't really know what to do right now. And it's not a terrible thing. This is their first time matching up against a top team. But you can tell that they're playing really passive and kind of afraid to move out because just Infused is all over them.
Yeah, and this game is going to get closed out any second now. Only 2 kills for Infused to pick up, to walk away with the series. They won the first map very convincingly. They're 2 kills away from winning the second, make that 1. And they should, those 2 playing each other, so it's obviously going to be a very close game. But these teams, XL, definitely the stronger. Let's see what they can do. We are going to go on the first map. It is going to be the Rig, playing Strongholds. I love this game time. It's something completely new, sort of an adaptation on King of the Hill, if you like. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are on it as somebody who's played Halo. Yes.
Yeah, I think I think Strongside said it's probably one of the most well-rounded game types that we have in the circuit at the moment. I mean, there seems to be certainly an established metagame of taking the basement and the nest strongholds. So those are certainly the 2 that you want to keep and try and avoid taking this BR base as Godshot is at the moment.
Okay, well, XL getting this the supposed weaker spawn, and they haven't necessarily pushed Nest as hard. They have lost that and basement, so they are currently a score point on the board, and Reformed have done better than the previous game had when the opposition team is going up against Infused. But XL trying to get themselves in this one. A couple of kills going to go on the board, but all the points are going to go down to Reformed at the start here. Big shot's going to come in there from Godshot, not quite landing on them all there. He is going to try and get over there to Nest, which is the essential point you want to control. Yeah,
exactly. You want to control the basement and the Nest, and that's exactly what Reformed are doing at the moment. Godshot here is trying to make something happen for his team. But they're currently 9-0 down. A couple of kills go on the board there, though, for XL. And now exactly what Godshot is going to do is he's going to try and push that basement area, because that's exactly what they want. He takes down Godly there with the SMG again. Another kill on the board there for XL, and that's going to give them a prime position here to take the basement, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
That was really, really well played. I mean, we've seen them sort of, they took their time, they made up their position, and then it was like a snap, like just a flick of a switch. Every single player moves in, makes the kills they need to. They get control of the basement and the nest, and they are in control of this game. Albeit they are a few points behind, that will be racked up very, very quickly. Can this kill come in there from Godshot? It's important. He does need some help from his teammates. A couple of guys coming over there from Reform, trying to get a hold of basement. He's held this down fantastically well. Hasn't managed to die yet, and it's going to happen soon. I think he does have the SMG, but a lot of pressure being applied to him. Can he manage to hold basement down? A couple of shots going to go in there, and a really good shot on the Crispy Beck there. And the rest of his team are here to help. Lendez is going to pick up the kill, but can Godshot clean things up? Not quite going to happen for him, as that's big kills coming out of Reform. They're getting some control around basement. Can they move that to nest? Yeah,
I'm seeing Lunny though here picking up the scatter shot just as XL take the lead. But the nest is actually being taken there from Reform, so they will be the team that is currently scoring. They do have that BR base though, and as long as they have that, they will be susceptible to spawning over to that side of the map. Godshot here is going to try and take, Lunny here is going to try and take out a few of the Reform players. He'll take down Lindez, and now he has another player to find over there by the nest. But Godshot cleans up Colossal, and it should be XL here, retaking the nest and regaining scoring.
Yeah, slight comeback from Reform. They're trying to get some points on the board. They did manage to do so, and they have got a small lead, so maybe we're not going to have as much of a one-sided game. And there's players changing their settings in the middle of the game. If you listen to Cold Boy, you wouldn't be doing that, but XL currently... it's a very close game, you know, it's not what we necessarily expected. Both these teams tossing and turning between who has that control. Colossal's going to pick up a double kill there for Reformed. Are they going to be able to get control of basement? Currently, they only have BR base, but if they can get control of this, they could maybe try and move over to nest, get that basement nest control that we talked about. They do get a hold of basement as well, so maybe some points on the board here. They do have the control.
Yeah, they certainly do, and they are currently only a point behind, so as long as they can maintain this scoring advantage, they will regain the lead. But 2 kills on the board there from XL will make it certainly difficult for them. They do take the lead. That is Reform now in the lead. As you see on your screen, Snaky here from XL is going to try and retake that basement with the help of his teammate, and that's exactly what they do. And he's going to take down Crispy Beck, I do believe. No, Crispy Beck is still alive, but Lunny will finish him off. Just like that, XL back on the board.
It just seems as if XL seem to turn up the heat when they need to. It seems as in between, maybe their movement and teamwork isn't necessarily as good as what we've seen. I mean, everyone's talking about that top 3 and it'd be hard to break. Maybe we're seeing that's maybe why XL aren't as convincing as the others, but when it needs to happen for them against Reform, they are making it happen. And that is the AR kill going to come in there for Snaky. Havoc picking up a kill there at Junction. Let's see what Snaky can do from here. There's a lot of pressure being put on BR base.
Yeah, most certainly. I'm surprised there's actually this much pressure being put on these spawners here from XL. It's kind of not really the base that you want to push the BR base. You kind of just want to trap them in there. No. Snake here is going to be flanked, and Crispy Beck will finish off the job. Let's swap over to him. But like we said, you don't really want to be pushing that BR base too aggressively, because you just kind of want to trap the other team in there, because it's the least favorable spawn.
Got that new lock and loaded skin on his pistol.
It's
it's fantastic. Nice and loud, that's what we like. But on board with him now, what can he do with this real gun? He's not going to pick up the kill there. It's going to be Lindez, but shots did go in. They're making a move around the basement and moving as a team, which is what they need to do to try and get back in this game.
Actually liking what I'm seeing here.
No, it's looking pretty good from Reform. So maybe we've got an interesting game on our hands. Maybe we will see that capture the flag. But Lunny goes down to the railgun. It just seems as if the support wasn't there for Lindez when he needed it. Crispy Beck is going to pick up the kill on Havoc, though. He has support from his teams now. And they're coming around from BR base now, XL, and they are going to pick up the kill. Sneaky coming in there with a double. And when you've got a player on your team who can do that on his own, then it just really is beneficial for yourselves. And is he actually going to be able to move over to the nest and deal with the player here? Yeah. He doesn't need to. Havoc's grenade's going to come in there as well. Snaky picks up the kill there as well. He's going to be picking up the second. He's got a couple of guys in front of him. Picks up a double, and that's nice work with a pistol. Yeah, that's absolutely lovely work there from Snaky. We jumped on board with him as he picked up the double. Not only did he get the double as well, he actually rushed around to the nest, identified the danger there from Reform, decided, hey, I need to get this guy out of the nest. Havoc took him down with a nade, and Snaky was the man to reset the stronghold. And currently it's 68-31, and that lead is only growing a ton. Yeah, it's looking good for them now. A bit of a shaky start, but you know, coming out of Reformed here, they're looking pretty good. I mean, we've seen a couple of flashy moments from them, and the rotation round to each one of the strongholds has been good when it needs to. The defense coming in there for Godshot up top there, picking up a double kill with the pistol, albeit there were just a couple of cleanups, but good work and good teamwork from both these guys. We're going to switch over to Snaky now, and he's had a really good game, as we did see that last play coming out of him when he rushed over the nest to try and defend his teammates, and he did a really good job. Has he died since? Not 100% sure, but the score is pretty convincing. And if you are an Excel fan, 80-31 from him. SMG comes flying out, needs to bail out of there. The shot's not quite landed. His teammates are going to be there to clean up things as well. But once again, the control is all there. And it seems that Reformed are really pushing on this basement quite a lot. It's not necessarily working out for them so much. I mean, at the beginning of the game, they were trying to get Nest down basement at the same time. Probably, but I mean, just the basement doesn't seem to be working for them at this moment in time.
No, certainly not. I mean, you saw towards the start of the game, they were pushing that basement as a team, and you know, they were working together, they were getting kills, and they were being very methodical about it. But at the moment, they seem to be running around like headless chickens, and XL are just picking off one by one. And I think that's really contributing towards the score at the moment, 91-31. And it looks like it's going to be pretty easy here for XL to close out the game, as long as Reformed keep rushing one by one.
Yeah, at this moment in time, you know, we've seen Reformed have a pretty good start. They were looking all right, but 95-31 is the score. That's rising very slowly, but it's looking like XL are going to be good for this first map. They got control where they needed it. They pushed in when they needed it. Here comes the grounding power, not going to quite land for Colossal. It needs to be coordinated every single moment, especially against a team as good as XL. They're going to need to do this on Slayer, on Colosseum, which is going to be the next map.
Yeah, especially with all these power weapons. I mean, not only the rocket launcher and the sniper rifle, I mean, we drill on about it so much. Power weapon control is so massive in Halo 5. These weapons are so dangerous, but you also have the scatter shot down there in bottom middle as well. We saw Dignitas earlier on in the broadcast, very calm and collected, and made sure they were reining in that scatter shot as well. So keep an eye on players trying to rein that one in.
Big battle going over there, and I think it's actually going to be Reformed getting a hold of the rocket launcher there. And just have a flick through to try and find out, but I'm sure they got a hold of it. And the kills are actually going to come in there for XL straight off the bat. They are 3-1 to the good. But there you go. Actually, Havoc does have a hold of that rocket launcher. I'm not sure if he got rid of one of the Reformed guys who did have it, but it was a really nice push from the left-hand side. But they both sent two guys to get a hold of this, and obviously it's such an important weapon to have.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Wow. I'm also seeing Snaky with the sniper as well. So as soon as Havoc's all done with his rocket launcher, we'll swap over to Snaky. As you see there in the kill feed, he will take down Crispy Beck. I'll tell you what, I kind of need to go over to Snaky right now, because some of the shots this man has hit in the qualifiers have been absolutely miraculous.
You know, one of the huge things out of me when I started watching esports, I used to love watching guys like Walshy and his teammates with, you know, snipers, and let's see what Snaky can do with this, because it is the staple of Halo, the sniper rifle.
Yeah, absolutely is. Godshot there picking up a big double kill there in the kill feed. But 10-3 at the moment, Reformed looking outclassed by XL, but it's still early on in this game. Snaky is trying to take some angles. I love the trigger discipline though. He knew he couldn't hit that shot, decided to, hey, you know, I'll keep this bullet for another time. That's exactly what he did. It's
such an important thing here is to be very disciplined, because I mean, what, you don't have a lot of bullets, and if you can save them and make sure you're hitting those shots, it's just such a big thing for your team. And he's really holding down the side very well. Inbred base, is he going to be able to pick up the snipe? Just aiming around, making sure you're moving. But then again, it's good to see that the rest of his teammates are protecting the guy with the sniper. They're there to say, right, okay, you're going to shots on you, sit back, and then we can do the work for you.
Yeah, and when I saw analysts talk about power weapon control, it's not only just, you know, getting those power weapons, but it's also, as Snaky there hits a lovely shot, it's also just making sure the player with the power weapon stays alive. That's exactly what XL did there. I think it was Snaky who must have screamed to Lunny, hey, I need help, I've got sniper, and there's a guy pushing me. And Lunny said, hey bro, don't worry, I got you, it's all good.
It's just smart, very, I wouldn't say passive, but good play. Snaky, another really good snapshot on the Lindez there. On a killing spree as well, so good work by him, but not necessarily passive, but it's very methodical from them. They seem to be moving around, just making those slow movements, the movements they need to, nothing too extreme. As you can see, Snaky going to push around here, and he is just really controlling things. Does miss that shot, hits the second though. Hat-trick for him, and the sniper headshot coming in as well. So really good work from Snaky at the moment, who's making it look very easy. And trust me, I've tried to use the sniper rifle. It isn't, as far as he makes it look easy, it ain't that easy. From my perspective.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
Chris, okay. I'm amazing.
I mean, I'm trash. So
I love how Snaky is so aware of those rocket corner spawns. He's constantly checking his own side. Even though he is controlling this red base, he knows they can still spawn in the rocket corner. So I'm liking the awareness here. But 23-9 in favor of XL, and that score's only growing as Lunny picks up a double kill. As long as Snaky's got this thing, I actually kind of like this rotation at the moment. He's waiting for the new sniper, and he's just got a whole new sniper to play with, and he'll take down Colossal as well. Make that 2 now for Snaky. Can he make it 3? As the player will run around the corner, but don't do it, please. I would
just try to line it up then.
I think I would have had to flip this table for this.
Are you that strong?
I could try.
Maybe we'll try it later. You and Alex on about being a fighting team together. Maybe you can work it together.
Listen, I'm scrappy, you know this.
we heard. I'm over Snaky with this DMR. Let's see what he can do with this yet. And just transitioning over, he hasn't died in such a long time, man. He is really. I'm interested to see the scoreboard at the end of this one, which is really looking. Let's give someone else some camera time. I know it's obviously a nice to look on board with Snaky when he's doing this, but Let's see what else. Let's see if any of these scrappy guys, along with yourself, is doing any business with the pistol, because we've seen Lunny pick up some kills. Let's see what Linders can do.
Yeah, let's see what Linders can do. I mean, he's a bit of a scrappy guy like myself. He's going to try and challenge two of the XL players, though, and that's something that XL are so well drilled on, like the bait and switch. They know, hey, why would we challenge one guy 1v1 when we could challenge two people?
Yeah, exactly. It's such a massive thing. Teamwork, again, is huge in Halo. Let's see what Linders can do here. Shot's going to go in there. Should he be able to pick up the kill on Havoc? Just about. He did take a couple of shots. Godshot is going to come in there and try and clean him up, but Linders does manage to get away. Rocket launcher is available, and his teammate is actually going to go for that. Going to be able to get a hold of it. Crispy Back did pick up the kill on the Lunny. And there you go. You look at the rocket launcher. It's not out of the question. 20 kills is a large gap, but it's not completely impossible for them to bring this one back. It is going to... You completely wasted them. I mean, he does get the kill there, but that first one really should be picking up that one.
Yeah, I was going to highlight what Colossal needs to do is find Snaky straight away and take him down. That's exactly what he did. If they're going to get back into this game, they need to shut down the power weapon player for XL, and that was Snaky, and Colossal did so perfectly. But like you said, 20 points, really hard to come back from. But as long as Colossal has these rockets, he is out now. As long as he has those rockets, he will try and make something happen. But again, just great trades from XL. They're really well disciplined. You know,
we've seen Reformed have actually managed to get a hold of the sniper as well. They have those power weapons, but the difference has stayed the same. It's been 20 points still. So, you know, XL are doing really well to keep this where it was. Crispy coming up with a good shot on the Havoc there, though, and Snaky's going to fall off the map as well. So it's a little bit closer.
Yeah. One thing I will say, look at the ammo in the sniper. I think there was around 14 bullets when Crispy Beck picked this thing up, and I think, oh my word, the snapshot cross map there from Crispy Beck. What I was going to say, it's just a testament to how long Snaky stayed alive with the sniper. He was able to get the second cycle of snipers. It's Crispy Beck at the moment going on a little bit of a mini tear. They're only down by 19, but XL only need 11 kills to win here, Ton, and it looks like a formality at this point.
Yeah, it really does. As it went on, we really needed that gap to close down for Reform, but if you're an XL fan, it's looking pretty good for you. A couple of kills going to come into them, and they are going to extend that lead to 21. It is now 41 to 20. Not going to quite happen for Colossal. They really need to pick up that kill. We do see his teammate on the other side of things. Linders does pick up the kill, but Snaky has that sniper rifle again, which can only spell trouble. 8 kills away are XL from winning this game.
Yeah, those rockets are coming up in 3 though, and if you're a Reformed fan, you've got to just hope and pray that they can make something magical happen. Also, once again, is going to try and take down Snaky, but oh, Lunny, the man who picked up the rockets, protected his teammate there. And it's, again, it just comes back to what we were saying. If you have a power weapon, it's not only about, you know, maintaining control of that thing, it's about staying alive, you know. It's about keeping your teammates alive while you have that power weapon.
Yeah, and if you're protecting your power weapon guy with another power weapon, I mean, that can only spell danger for the other team. But 4 kills away, made that 2 as Godshot and Snaky both have a sniper rifle in their hands. This is looking really good for XL. And it's always looked quite comfortable. I mean, a couple of times Reformed have came into this and sort of said, yeah, you know what, we're maybe not that much of a pushover, but Snaky's going to try and convince that XL are the better team of this matchup.
It's what I'm seeing at the moment, though, Tone. I'm seeing Lunny with the rockets.
Slayer, Truth, CTF, what we've been seeing.
I want to see a Truth.
I do want to see a Truth. That should be a true CTF. Should be pretty fun. I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect in this matchup, but Stronghold's Rig will be our first matchup. And of course, we kind of talked about this, and it's beating a dead horse at this point. But essentially, you do not want to be in that BR side, right? You want to hold down this area right here, the basement, as well as the nest. Those 2 spots are the ones that you're going to want to prioritize. Let's go ahead and hop on board with Snailed It, as he's going to get the railgun to kick things off, and they're getting aggressive on this basement side. I like this so far.
I like this play. If I'm correct, I believe they all just completely, all of Riot left basement, or not basement, I mean BR base. They didn't even opt to grab that first hill because they realized how important outside is. They realized how important basement and nest is. And we're seeing right now how Snailed It has control of the railgun, hits a nice shot in the air, and is now going to be blocking these carbine spawns. So even though 2 members of Ironhide have you know, different strongholds, I would consider Riot in the driver's seat at this moment.
I would say Snailed It is 2 kills away from getting a killing spree. Oh, I spoke too fast. Hollers, his BR is going to find him for a headshot over to Curly. He's looking to hold this down. Knows that players could be pushing him by catwalk, and you see those 2 players approaching by nest. So typically, Walsh, what we've been seeing is a lot of these players, you know, they get locked down on that BR side, and they just don't know what to do in the advancement, right? Of course, winning those gunfights, winning those 1v1s, and really those team-ups are going to be super important. But despite that, though, a lot of players have failed at doing that today. Good to see Riot not succumbing to that.
Yeah, it seems like in order to successfully take over the outside control, you have to push from multiple angles. Because if you just try to push from elbow, they can back down completely to carbine and wait to get help from Nest. And the reverse is true. If you only push from Nest side, they can just once again back down towards carbine, back down that snipe hole and stay alive.
Yeah, you always want to make sure that you're approaching it from numerous angles, because that is the thing about this map, right? Really what makes it flow so well. But a good headshot there for Hollers, looking for the double kill. He's going to be able to land that one, and now thinking about maybe going over, but finds the triple kill. Huge plays for Hollers, for Riot Gaming, as they're looking to get heated up. Can he get a 4th kill on the docket? Is this going to land for his teammate? Actually does a little damage to Josh there, but despite that though, a good run nonetheless from Riot Gaming's Hollers. I have to say, just impressive. Let's see what they're going to do, though, off the respawn, because despite that impressive play, they have not been able to secure a second stronghold point, and they do not have camo. That is going to be in Iron Eye's possession.
Yeah, dude, I would be so annoying if my gamer tag was Holla, because every single time I got a kill, I would yell Holla, something like that. So
Holla,
he's like,
holla, holla, holla.
yeah, well, she just got a triple kill.
Oh my God, I don't think anyone here knows what we're talking about.
But one point I want to come up earlier is you were saying how when teams are pushing outside, it's so important to go from multiple angles, and I couldn't agree more. Now, one part that is important to note is that this map has different facets to it. So on one hand, yes, you want to be spread apart and you need different angles to like kill someone over at Carbine, for example. However, there are a lot of different spots where someone like Penguin, his teammate right now, Snailed It, can push through these narrow hallways and just get, you know, just crush someone who comes around the corner.
Yeah.
So there's kind of like those two different styles of working with a teammate together. There's that style of I'm gonna sit back, lay down shots, and create an opportunity for my teammate to flank, and that style where you just steamroll over somebody, 2 people pushing through a narrow hallway and easily getting that double team.
Yeah, and by the way, huge play there for Riot as they were able to get that second stronghold point on the board. So now they're going to start racking up some points. I agree with you, Walshy, 100%. But I think the real skill is knowing when to group up and approach and attack, and then, of course, when to spread out,
and
right?
in most cases, it's a mixture of both in order to be successful here. You're going to want to send a couple people over towards elbow so you can win that close range engagement. And then you're going to want to send people just kind of poking and prodding over at Nest, trying to find any sort of weakness and then pushing out at the right moment.
Oh, and a good play there, as a matter of fact. And looking around for it, he actually got the nade hit markers there when he tossed it forward. So he had no idea that player was there, but he almost botched that nade trying to send it to the player in front. Was able to secure that kill. Looking for another one in front now. Genius, can he seal the deal? But Master Crest is going to be there and stay otherwise. Meanwhile, tied by Ness. He's looking to get control of this one, and he does have the means to do it because they are going to be spawning by that BR base potentially.
I was curious if he was going to jump up on that side ledge. One thing I've seen the American player Snipe Down do multiple times is when he has camo especially, is when he's up in Nest, he jumps over to the top ledge because you can still actually capture and contest from that area that's, you know, close to 5 or 10 meters above the air. Above the stronghold.
You can also get on top of the objective, right? Was that what you were referring to, the objective?
Actually, in a lot of cases, you can jump off the objective and jump over to another side ledge, so you're completely away from all these grenades.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos and all that. I think like Beyond Quick Tips had one that I thought was like, oh, that's actually pretty smart. But yeah, good double kill there, despite that, for Tide, as Riot Gaming looking to close this gap, and they do so, taking the lead. Iron Eye were in the driver's seat for a good portion of it. But now it's going to be Riot's turn to shine here. Can they continue to maintain this control? They need to be able to pin down these players in the BR side in order for them to do so. That's going to be a double kill for Hollers, and that scatter shot on Crescent Curly. Looking around over to the nest. He's going to have a teammate there for the connection. That's going to be an assist and a kill for Hollers as well. And they are continuing to rack on those points. Railgun should be up in a little bit. They have to be aware of that.
Yeah. That's one of the redeeming factors of spawning inside is that you can eventually get that railgun and try to make a push, and you know it's one of the only opportunities where you can get that quick, easy pick, you know, especially across the map. Because there is no sniper on strongholds here on Rig. It's quite different on Team Slayer when that sniper comes into play. But here you need to use that railgun, and most importantly, if you do die with it on your side. Give it to one of your teammates so that the other squad outside doesn't have the absolute perfect outside setup.
You know what's the part that's kind of confusing me here is that Ironhide were able to push up on basement from tower, and that actually left one of the Riot guys by themselves. in long haul. And I'm really wondering why that was. I would have expected a body to be there to make sure that no one was getting aggressive, or at least making the call out so that the support could come to him. What a shot from Snailed It, who finds one, can't quite get the second though, as Riot Gaming are looking to seal this one all up. They have 76 to the 61 of Ironide. Pressure is going to be potentially coming from tower side. There you can see Crest as Genius looking to get this shot down, and he does so. Actually, Tide will be there. That's an assist for Genius, and this is what I like, right? Just holding down this area here, just being cautious of the fact that you can have players that have push up and get aggressive on this tower side, because you know that's going to be where they want to prioritize, and utilizing your crouch expertly, and of course, just continuing to bait them right into it.
Just do as much damage as possible there. I think you'd see other players in that situation maybe try to get like a desperate grenade or try to like thrust and get a 5-shot or whatever, but
yeah,
I like what Tide did there. He just got the melee, you know, a couple shots melee and made that player one shot who was easily able to be cleaned up by his teammate. And I think that was Hala who got the kill.
And here's Malzy looking to seal this one, close it, I should say. 95 to 63 is the score with plenty of time left. Folks, this is pretty much going to be all she wrote here, unless you could see a miracle come out of Ironide. But it was a hard-fought battle, but once Riot got that lead, they never looked back. Snailed it with the double, and that's going to be 99 points. One more on the board, and Riot gets their Game 1 victory, folks. Not just yet, because it seems like Ironide have control of basement, but now you have 3 members, Dignitas and Excel, have shown that why they are the top 4. They've shown why they're here and why they are considered to be
That's
the
why I
UK's
actually
finest.
enjoy a lot of these earlier matchups on like a Friday or a Saturday, because it actually shows how big the skill and teamwork gap is in Halo. Because you look at some of these teams, you know, we're talking top 16 teams here, like in the Europe scene, and some of these top teams, like first or second place, are just absolutely demolishing the 15/16 seeds. But as I'm talking, we are jumping on board with Malzy from Riot Gaming. He's going to try to help go get this sniper rifle at the start.
Yeah, and they do not get that rocket, so he needs, that's the thing, right? What do you look at right now? Do you look at the BR, or I mean, excuse me, the rocket or the sniper? And luckily for him, he was able to get that kill on Curly, but he needs to be cautious about this player coming up on him. And that was actually Penguin, who just showed himself right in front of Malzy. Not much he could do, but yeah, that's just like a tough one, right? Do you look at the, nice shot from Genius. Look at his face. Hey, you got to follow that up, brother. You know, but still, you know, that was a tough play there, for sure, for Malzy.
No, so originally you were asking what to do off the start. I believe you have to more so worry about sniper. The way I look at it on this map is, for example, if you have sniper control and the other team is over on rocket side, you can kill them. Whereas the reverse isn't quite so true. If you get rockets immediately, unless you push down towards bottom side of the map and get a little bit closer towards sniper side, you can effectively use those rockets immediately. And that's why I feel like that sniper catwalk is the most crucial the most crucial piece, I would say, on this entire map almost, especially off the beginning, where you're pretty much guaranteed to get control sniper and at least have an eye on where rockets are, or even deny rockets from the opponent.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind, and this, of course, my opinion is that with the sniper, you know, the reason why you would prioritize that is not only with the rockets, it's easy to be like, okay, you know, we're going to get, you know, a couple kills with this, maybe 2, right? Maybe 2 kills on average. But with a sniper, what that does, it does so much more, right? It allows you to lock down a map. It allows you to control an entire side and not allow anyone to push up. Those are the reasons why you want to prioritize a weapon like that, because it does more for the long term rather than gaining you 2 short kills.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with your latter point the most, because as you said, the rockets, they're a threat within a small proximity. You know, whether that rocket's over at red base, whether the rockets are at blue base, like, only players in that area need to be worried about that power weapon. When you have sniper, if you have sniper at red base, guess what? You're threatened, whether you're at red base, blue base, over at rockets, you're threatened across the entire map. And that's just what sniper brings to the map.
Genius has the rockets right now. We'll see what he could do with this one. Oh, man, he just ate that one. Snailed It, could not stay alive. Good battle rifle there, so he's looking to use this one as much as he could possibly make do of here. Finds one, but botches on that rocket a little bit to the left. Hits the ledge right in front of him.
I mean, there's the only chance I might get to do this, but nice rocket, Genius.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. Okay.
But yeah, so I like this play right away with bringing rockets in from the front bridge. A lot of players might think that's a vulnerable position where it's like you're on the front bridge, but the whole point that these top pros are doing is they're bringing rockets or pushing up on the bridge in a situation where they had the enemy team spawned on that base.
You
so
have to do it only when you pin them.
Yeah, it's just that other angle that you can get to push in towards blue base. And I just like, I like that play by Genius there, pushing in and helping his team get this lead. But as I say that, they are now down to a 3-kill lead only when I believe they're up to about 5 when they had those original rockets.
Really close matchup here between both teams. You have Genius finding Snailed It and just good use of that thruster to get out of dodge, but cannot survive that melee from Penguin. 1 kill will separate these two squads. Over to Malzy, has that DMR and he knows he's getting shot from green side. Does he, challenge this one? But he has to call for some help. He needs assistance from his teammates. That's exactly what he's getting here. But still, staying alive is going to be the most important thing. It's going to be Sniper up top. Great DMR out of Malzy as he pushes forward and prioritizes that Sniper rifle, potentially going for a triple kill. No, he cannot land it. Unfortunate for him, but he does leave Curly 1 shot. 22-20 is the score with Riot in the lead.
Yes, and that was a great job. I like the fact that Malzy, he did, wow, and they just were begging for that rocket. Double kill rocket for Tide there. And another brilliant rocket. Those are some of the rockets where, like, I think I hesitate just for that split second and don't get the hit on someone who is up over at, like, the sniper spawn. But the point I was getting to earlier was Malzy did such a good job helping secure that sniper side of the map because he focused over on that top sniper ridge. You notice how he got the kills. He didn't just immediately sprint over, try to grab that sniper rifle. Instead, he killed the surrounding players and got the double kill and did the damage on that 3rd player.
Let's see what Tide is going to do here with this SMG. Finds one. Member of Iron 9 is going to be Crest, but Crest gets a double. Picks off Malzy and Tide. Hollers, though. Nails off, snailed it. Just takes a long time to get used to, especially with the jet lag. But you'll get used to it over time, they say. Penguin, though, not able to stay up. One thing that was noted before was that, and we haven't really seen much of it yet, when I was actually looking at a lot of these players, and of course asking Wonderboy and Onset, who have familiarity casting these players, was that Penguin's snipe is really good, really impressive. He's definitely a player to watch. And the fact that this Riot team actually has 3 members who've been, I didn't get to ask who it was, but 3 members who've been teammates for quite some time. So, they're experienced. They have, this isn't like a new thing for them. Meanwhile, on the Riot side, this is a first land for 3 players on this squad. So, again, lots of pressure, especially when you're talking about moving forward in this competition and also one step closer to competing for that $2.5 million prize pool at the Halo World Championship.
Yeah, and most importantly, too, when this is their first LAN, like you said, their first time competing in the LAN environment, it's really important that they stick to how they practiced before, because you see a lot of players, especially players that are new to their very first tournament, kind of switching up their plays, like either challenging more or challenging less, and just switching up. And the most successful teams are the ones that play in tournament the same way that they practiced online.
And another thing I want to just point out here, Walshy.
We were a 1-kill game not too long ago.
Yeah, I know. It was a close matchup. That sniper rifle from Genius up top locked down that elbow side, not allowing the red team to advance forward and get the rockets. And because of that, full power weapon control here for Riot, and just the angles that he's getting. Although he's not nailing the shots, though, that's the part. He needs to hit those shots. If you're going to pick up that sniper, you need to make those plays.
Execution is very important, but also even more important is that Genius was looking in the most crucial positions. I talked about how important Sniper Bridge was before, and when Genius was back down towards his cave, you saw the first one he was looking at. He was auto-stabilizing and looking over at the top sniper bridge.
That guy just came off a respawn, man. That's not fair.
Yeah, you got to give him a few seconds, man. Come on, 5 seconds, no rush.
5-second rule. That's not fair. That's not. But anyway, 3 kills here for Riot. I thought that we'd potentially go to a game 3 here and see that Truth CTF, but Riot is, they had other plans. They wanted to join the 2-0 club here at, the UK qualifying championship.
I was just going to say, this is not a result you expected. You asked me when it was 20-19, you think the score is going to be almost a stake? No. Absolutely not. And just Riot showing what they can do when they get control and when they're in a comfortable zone. And look.
Correct. But anyway, yes, strongholds on the rig. We've seen this map played a good few times already this morning. I really enjoy it. Obviously, the main thing you want to be hitting for is that nest control.
Yeah, I think if you haven't worked out how to play this map by now, then you're going to struggle, because we have been playing this game type pretty much all morning. But yeah, the basement and nest is the most important thing to control, because you can manipulate the spawn of the opposition team into that BR base.
Well, let's see. We're going to go with one game, and who do have the more beneficial spawn. Let's see what they're going to do with it. They are going to hold the basement and just try and control these corridors. Let's see what they can do in long haul. Just trying to hold this down. Somebody has escaped down the left-hand side. And what's Virus going to be able to do? He's got two guys up in front of him, not going to be able to get away. And Vexus does, Zeus, we're going to call him, does pick up the first kill.
Yeah, good luck with that game attack. I still haven't quite nailed it myself, but yeah, it just seems like this early exchange here is just the struggle for control. It seems both teams have control of one of these strongholds, but the basement looks like it's going to go into the hands of Rift eventually, and they are going to have two of the bases now to work from, and they're going to start racking up this time as Virus is just working around the base. He's going to try and push towards the top of this engine area, and he's going to push with his team, who are all together here, looking across the hall, putting down some shots. I'm not sure if he is aware there might be a camo guy around, because he was putting some shots onto some interesting places there, but he's eventually going to be shut down by Walrus, and it looks like a strong start for them.
Well, it's a really, really good start by Rift there. They got control, and you could see that on one game, and were mounting up, as you said. They were trying to make that position where they could go on and do something. But, you know, Rift really got aggressive on them and shut down any sort of push they could bring in there. And Rift getting very aggressive. Actually, they're really pushing them back into BR base, which is exactly what you want to do. Sneaky Walrus. That is a fantastic game attack. On board with him. Does have SMG and pistol in hand, so he can do some damage from this position. Let's see what's going to happen here. And Dark Messiah does pick up a perfect with the BR. Good shots with the SMG, but that's all that's going to be. Not going to be able to get any real damage on the player, but he's just trying to hold things down. You can see Dark Messiah trying to crouch around, trying to surprise one of his teammates, but he'll have called that out, and he is holding down very, very well here.
Yeah, they're doing a great job here. I think something that Walshy mentioned earlier is they are trapping them in the base, but they are putting pressure on their spawn in this BR base. They're not just letting them spawn and then push them and playing a passive style. We saw Walrus there was putting SMG shots on the players on spawn, not letting them even get an inch through that engine area. And if you can continue to do that and keep them on respawn there, they're just going to rack up this time, as it is now 28-0, and it is such a strong start from this Rift Gaming side.
Yeah, it's looking really, really good from there. But obviously, when you put that pressure on, you can push too far.
Yeah, it's a balance. It's a balance. You want to make sure that they're getting trapped in that spawn. Now, as we see, Walrus, perfect job there. Pushed in and cleaned that kill, but then backed out so that he doesn't influence that spawn too much. As I think he's aware the camo's coming up, shoots that down. Great play from Walrus here. That's going to be camo control as well as stronghold control here, and he'll be the player to stay on board with here, to look to pick up some important kills and just keep the control, because they're doing a great job at the moment.
Wow, One Gaming are looking in a lot of trouble here. Let's see if we can go on board with one of them if we can. See what they're going to do to try and get out of this sticky situation that they are in. Dark Messiah had picked up a couple of kills. SMG is all over him, though. They're not going to clean up onto Vexus, but actually for One Gaming, it's really not looking great. Just seeing, if you look at the scoreboard, the kill feed down the bottom left, it's just kill after kill after kill for Rift. It does seem as if One Gaming have managed to pick up a couple of kills. They're going to try a different route here. They're going to try and get hold of basement, because really, Nest is not working whatsoever for them.
Yeah, and it just seems like they're just sort of pushing in one by one at the moment. And against this Rift side have some experience as a team. The Harper's rejoined the team, previously sort of left the team, but has come back and is experienced with this team. So they're going to, if you push in one by one against a Rift side like this, they're going to shut you down. You need to push as a team. You need to make sure that you're establishing some map control before you try and take some of these strongholds. And it's just looking a bit too easy for Rift at the moment.
Yeah, you know, it just seems as if, like, the trend of mistakes seems to be the same with all teams that tend to be behind on this map. It's one by one pushing. It doesn't seem, well, today what we've seen so far, like, so they don't seem to have a plan. And you can see the better teams have the better coordination together, and it's such a massive thing, and it makes a massive, massive difference. As the scoreline is 61-0 now to Rift, and they are looking very, very strong. Kills all over the place for them as well. They're just holding down every single area they need to. The rotations between the teammates are good to get to the different hold positions they need to be in. Wearable ads. Let's see what he can do here.
Yeah, and I want to go back to a point, the really good point that you made there. But Strongholds is such a strange game type, because if you find yourself down, you get tempted to push in one by one, because you need to control those objectives. And you think, oh, I'm going to make a play here, I'm going to push in. But the best play is sometimes just to wait, be patient, as we've talked about previously. Wait for your teammates and just push as a team and decide on a stronghold you're going to go for and really commit to that stronghold.
Well, at this moment in time, it just seems as if One Gaming haven't done that at all. I mean,
yeah, it looks pretty much solid game over at the moment.
I mean, at first we've seen them at the very beginning, they were behind instantly, and one game it was setting up, they were looking to go towards Nest, and as soon as it set up, the pressure was in from Rift. So maybe we can't necessarily take something away from Rift so much, because maybe they're putting too much pressure onto one game and that they haven't got a chance to maybe set up and push through there.
Yeah, and I think there's been, from what we've seen so far, this has been perfect play from Rift. You really can't sort of pull too much apart. As you say, we saw Walrus earlier in the game doing a great job of putting an aggressive pressure on the spawns of One Gaming. And if you're coming off spawn as a team and you're already being shot, and you know that the strongholds that you're trying to capture are the other side of the map, it is so difficult for you to even maneuver across the map, let alone get control of those objectives.
Well, you know, One Gaming have actually managed to get a control of Nest there, so maybe they can get some points on the board. They have now actually lost BR base, and they may just be pushed back in towards Nest. Is that a setup you would want to do at all, or is it a bit of a tough one to hold?
It's much more difficult just because of the lines of sight, and when players are pushing, when you have basement and nest control, you can pretty much lock down every single line of sight and angle that their players are going to push from. When you've got the BR base, you're in funny positions. You can easily get naded out of the top of the engine area and around the BR base, and unfortunately you can get trapped in that BR spawn, which is the most important thing to try and avoid on this game type.
Yeah, and it looks as if Rift are actually happy to go along with that. They do have control to the strongholds. They are getting points on the board. They have now lost BR base. They'll be actually all right with that, because that's then going to give them, as you can see on your screens, an opportunity to push the Nest. They are now going to get a hold of the Nest. They're going to get the points on the board. Rift Gaming looking very good as they are 7 points away from victory.
And Vexus did a great job there. You saw he was bottom of the railgun tower there, but he saw all of the players spawning. He didn't push in too much because he wanted to force spawn the One Gaming team into that BR base. That's exactly what happened, and all you see now is red X's on the side of the One Gaming side, and it's just getting closed out. They've been perfect in this game, Rift. Really, really impressed with their performance there.
Very, very well played by Rift, as they are going to take map number 100 to 50, so 5th time today, because we are playing the same maps as we go through the bracket. We're going to move in this one. As said, Team Start Coliseum is going to be the map. I'm actually going to push you as far as a score.
A score
prediction.
Okay, I'm going to go 50 to... I'm going to call a stake. I'm going to go 50 to 28 on this one.
Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. A stake. I only got a stake explained to me about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, you're not aware of the stake?
I am not aware of the stake. I've never heard that in my life. Anyway, on board with Dark Messiah as he pushes towards the Rockets.
Yeah, he's going to be trying to lock down, and this is a good start here. They're sending a player over to this rocket area to try and lock that down as Walrus picks up the first kill off stream. But he's just sort of waiting to see. One of his teammates needs to try and look across because he knows he's going to get flanked here, and he is taken down. It looks like that early power weapon control is going to go into the hands of Rift.
Yeah, you know, I just looked towards our screen where we've got all the players' screens available, so we can switch over to who we want. I had a little look towards Sneaky Walrus, and he did fantastic. He got hold of that SMG, and he looked over towards Rockets on the opposite side and starts putting pistol shots in there. Picks up the kill. His team will pick up Rockets. They move on. 5-3 is the score in a very commanding position. Our Rift now. Let's see what he can do here. He's going to pick up the SMG, which is finding to be a good weapon for him so far.
Wrecks. The SMG wrecks on this game.
Man. I mean, obviously close range is absolutely unbelievable, but it's getting into those positions, especially on a map like this, which is, I mean, it has a lot of close quarters, but at the same time, the lines of sight. I mean, there's so many different positions where you can do stuff with it. I mean, we'll stay with. We'll see what Vexus. It's so hard to say quick. Vexus. It sounds like I'm saying something in French, but anyway, let's see what he does with the sniper rifle. He's going to pick up one there with the body shot onto Dark Messiah, and this is looking like a very, very good start for Rift. Is he going to be able to pick up the no-scope? Not going to quite happen. Does put some shots away, and obviously shield fully gone there. What can he do to stay alive? He has done well so far. Realistically, he doesn't have many of his team around. He wants to try and push around.
Now, if I'm here's a lovely shot there on the play on the flag, but looks for the no scope. But if I'm Vexus here, I'm going to try and transition back to my teammates at the red base. But they are doing a great job of actually pushing up to him because they know that he's doing a great job staying alive. So it's one of those 50-50 plays there. He hits that shot. And he connects. That's great for them. But if he misses that, then Sniper might have gone back into the control of the One Gaming side. But he's just going to be looking across at the red base now because his teammates have pushed over the map. He knows that they're going to be spawning in the back of that base or possibly the rocket corner as his players. He doesn't have to do anything right now.
No.
Rift are doing such a great job of being aggressive. As we previously said, they are just finding those spawns and just charging in on this One Gaming side. And it must be horrible to be on this One Gaming side.
Yeah, you know, we can just see from Vexus's point, we can see the tags of his teammates just raining down on players, and we're just seeing kills come up left, right, and center. I know he's got the sniper, but let's switch it up to somebody else to see.
Let's have a look. Let's look at one. I mean, they're not having the nicest time. Let's see if they can do something to get out of this predicament they're in. As One True Flash is going to find a player in front of him on the splinter nades, but he's going to miss that beatdown, and he's taken down by Ads. And Ads is a player who we saw earlier in the tournament actually found a goose in a Slayer, so he's now topping the scoreboard, showing that he's come back strong and that he's going to be a player to watch.
Well, let's see what One True Flash can do something about this. He does have the DMR in hand, and you know, they just really need to try and get a hold on these power weapons at some point. The sniper is spawning in 10 seconds or so. If they can get some control around there, they made up a couple of kills. Actually, Stanza did have the rocket, so maybe they can find a way back into this game.
Down though, unfortunately, but he did pick up the couple of kills, as you said there, which is so
freed up
important. It gives them a bit of momentum as well. If they can pick up a couple of kills, and as we've seen, if you can get a spawn cycle on this map, it's one of those maps where you can pick up 5-10 kills pretty quickly without reply.
Yeah, One True Flash has actually got a hold of the sniper rifle. 4-1 gaming. Let's see what he can do with this. I mean, at this moment in time, they're not too far behind. He really needs to make those shots, though.
You don't want to be shooting those walls. They don't die.
Walls don't die. Walls don't take any pain or anything like that. They don't take bullets. I think I've expanded far too much on that. Anyway, continuing. DMR in hand. Let's see what he can do with it. He's being pressured. And what we've seen XL do fantastically well when they had to get a guy with the power weapons, they were protecting them hard. And it doesn't seem as if One True Flash has got too much protection. He needs to do that on himself. DMR in hand. And there comes his teammates.
Oh, he does hit the back of the headshot though. Is he going to pick up the double kill? No, he isn't. Oh, that was so close, but a great shot there. And that's the kind of momentum play that they're going to need right now. They're going to need a few more of them. But you see the aggression, and even though he took out almost 2 of the players there, 3 players are now pushing him. And that sniper rifle is going to go back into the hands of Rift.
It seems as if his team left him for dead a little bit there. I mean, you know, he had a hold of that sniper. They were in a decent position. They made a couple of kills, but suddenly his teammates were nowhere near him. Absolutely in no man's land.
He's got to be screaming at his teammates at that point. Get back to me. Like, where are you going? I need help.
At the same time, can he rotate around with them? I suppose is it a double-edged sword in that way?
In that situation, it seemed like his teammates left him. They all pushed the snipe side, and no one was aware of where the Rift side were, where they were spawning and where they were pushing. It's just a lack of communication there, to be honest. I think One True Flash was in a good position with the sniper rifle, but his teammates didn't really give him the support he needed because they weren't aware of where the Rift side were actually pushing across the map.
Let's see what he can do. He did lose that sniper, of course, but maybe he can impact this more. It's only an 8-point game in the favor of Rift, so this one is far from over. Let's see what he can do from this position. And these teammates are around him. Maybe they do have rockets as well, so they can potentially do something. They do seem to actually be picking up the power weapons a lot more now. Rift had them initially at the beginning of the game. But as One Gaming have went into the game, they have actually gotten a hold of it.
I was trying to find out who had the rockets there, but I can't find them on the stream. Maybe they've actually run out, but One True Flash is going to be the man. It's actually Virus who has the rockets, and he's pushing on the base, but every time I've swapped to a rocket player so far, he has been extinguished.
It seems as if most of the rockets have actually been used up anyway, so at the same time, you know, he has getting a couple of kills, but it's not allowing the enemy team to get a hold of rockets, which is very, very beneficial, the fact that the other team doesn't have a rocket launcher. But on board with Virus, what can he do here? He's got 2 players in his sight. Is he going to be able to pick up one?
Nice
just
shots
about
from Virus.
Shots. As said by Virus, he's going to be able to pick up the second with the help of his teammate. Coming in there, good plays by 1G. They are really catching up. It's still an 8-point game, so actually it's working out in Rift's favor. They're getting closer towards that final scoreline, but they're keeping their deficit the same. They are leading currently by 9 now.
Yeah, all Rift have to do here is when you get to that sort of 30 kill mark in a game, all you have to do is just trade. If you have that lead, you don't have to establish too many pushes to try and not trade kills. All you have to do is trade. If you trade, you're going to win the game at this point. So it's all about staying together as a team, making sure that your team shot is on point, your communication's good, because you don't have to do too much at this point because you've done hard work already in the Slayer.
Well, let's see what Virus can do. And really actually saying that, you know, they have actually reduced their deficit a little bit. And this sniper rifle battle is going to be really important for One Game. They are going to need to win that. The hits are coming flying in from both sides. Virus does have support from one of these teammates as well. He's going to go for the sniper. He's going to get a lot of shots put into him. He does go down. Walrus should be able to pick that one up, and he has done. I can just have a glance over towards the screen. What can he do with that? A lot of shots being put into him as well. One True Flash is going to take him down. There's actually Stanza coming in with a double kill with the rocket launcher. That's massive for One Game.
It's going to be a triple kill, I think. Oh, it's taken by his teammate.
Dark Messiah with the battle rifle. Still got one of those rockets left. He should be able to make a good use of it. Not quite taking the player down. Is he going to be able to clean things up? Not quite. But One Game are well and truly back into this, and it's only a 5-point game in favor of Rift.
Yeah, Tan, I'm really impressed with their play here. Every time they seem to have got the rocket launcher in their possession, they have made plays with it. It seems like there's either been 2, 3 or 4 kills, and it's been a big swing. But going back to the power weapon control that we've talked about, Rift did a great job when that sniper came up because they actually baited the player in. That's the experience of the team. That's knowing how to play a situation. They waited for one of the players, the One Gaming players, to push in, and then they put the shots on as he tried to grab that power weapon. But just a 4-kill game now. And if One Gaming can take this one, it will be absolutely huge because we will actually see another map today, Tom, which I am excited about. And it's just a 4-kill game now as he finds Harper under the base, puts the shots on. Great shots from Stanza here. Stanza seems like the guy to watch here for One Gaming. He's jumping up now now to the top of the snipe bridge now, and he's looking across at the red base. He seems to be aware of where the Rift side are spawning, but he just can't seem to locate any of these players. As he finds ads, he's putting some shots on him there, and it's just great control all of a sudden. We're seeing out one game, just 3 kills now.
They're really starting to show up with 20 seconds left to rocket launcher. They're going to be trying to push the control over that direction, and as you can see, Rift are actually making that movement. They are actually in no man's land though, not really much cover, and Harper's going to come around the back there and take down Stanza. It was actually Walrus in the end. Darkseid does get the kill onto Harper though, answering back, but Walrus once again coming in the kills with the DMR. One True Flash does have the
what True Flash!
Snapshot on the Walrus. That is an insane shot by him there. Rocket launcher is up, and can one gaming get a hold of it? It's still 3-point game. Rift, are they in any sort of position? Let's jump up over Rift. What they do to actually keep this lead, because at this moment in time, it is all one gaming, providing the players, and it is actually going to be Rift getting a hold of the rocket launcher. That's very important for them. It is only a 2-kill game.
I can't believe what I'm seeing at the moment. The shot that we just saw from 1-2 Flash, I mean, just living up to his name, he just absolutely annihilated the Rift player there with that no-scope, and it just seems like he's getting closer and closer, but that 3-kill gap is so important in this game. All Rift have to do, as we said previously, is just trade, but it seems like the power weapons have fallen into the hands of one game, and if they can put them to use now, they would be able to pull this lead back, but it seems like this aggressive push, once again, that we've seen ton and we've talked about 1,000 times in this series. They're doing a great job, and all of a sudden, the sniper rifle, after this aggressive push, is in the hands of Rift Gaming, and just like that, it's a 5-kill lead, and they look like they're going to close this one out.
That was absolutely awesome by Rift there. They just pushed in there, they had the bodies, and they said, right, okay, we got the shots down. Let's see what we can do with that sniper rifle. That is going to be massive. Darkseid gets taken down. Good shots and a grenade by Walrus there to wipe him out, and he needs the rest of his team to come up clutch and get a hold of that sniper. He's going to be in a great position, and Walrus has been absolutely phenomenal here for Rift Gaming. They've got 5 kills away, and the game is a 6-point one in their favor. They should be able to close this one out. A big gunfight going to come down here. Harper does get the kill. The sniper rifle was available there, I do believe, for him as he... No, sorry, it might have just been the DMR. Sorry, I apologize, but on board with Harper. It's a 3-point game. One game, and they were coming back into this one. It hasn't quite happened for them here. DMR has been picked up by Harper, and surely Rift can watch this one out now.
And it's just 3 kills as he finds another Dark Messiah down, bottom of the grass area, cleans him up with some great shots there from Harper. And as we said, Harper is a great player.
Okay. Maps, Golden Boy.
We have to commentate a game here, folks. All right, so we've been seeing them all day long, rigs and strongholds and truth.
If you don't know the game types by now, then you should.
Then honestly, I can't do anything for you.
And if you don't know how to play this game type by now, then seriously,
I mean, I think we've said it about 30 million times. It is a focus on basement, this area you're seeing right here, and
nest right there.
The nest. That's what you want to hold down. The match has begun. We're going to kick it over to Looney here from Viperio, and good play there to get that active camo. Teammate shoots that bottom portion. Oh, okay, goodbye.
Bye, Nath Moore.
Well, Nath, was good having you here, pal.
It's good to see you. Thanks for turning on, man. Try to stay on the map next time, though.
Well, that camo cannot stay alive or stay up long enough to Looney.
This guy's name. Come on, Alex, we got to talk about this guy's name.
I don't know how that made it past Xbox Live, but you know what? Dog Swallix, bro.
It is what it is. Okay?
It's a great name.
Can we call him Dogs? Is that okay?
We'll just call him Dogs.
Okay, all right. Well, Dogs has got himself 2 assists on the board so far.
Or Swally.
I'd say Swally. I like
him.
Yeah, Swally. Let's roll with Swally. His team are 8-0 up right now. I mean, both the analysts called Viperio to take this series 2-0 at the moment. It is Garda who are up 10-2-0. I tell you what, man, he's in a dogfight right now. All right, yeah, goodness. You like that, huh?
Oh, but I mean, it was a little campy, but we'll take it.
We'll work on it. We'll
work on it. It's only day one. It's only day one. Well, in any case, so Vard, you know, a lot of praise for this guy as well. You know, Vard, a veteran in the EU Halo space. Really glad to see a player like him not only continuing to stick with it, but also in a position where he could, you know, make it, right? I mean, you never know what could happen at a live event. And I know Viperio, everyone's here to play for that opportunity to make it to the EMEA qualifiers and, of course, get to the Halo World Championship. And look at that there. That is the thing that Strongside was doing last night in practice games, and it was the most annoying thing in the world. You go up on pink 2 in truth, and he's just camping in a corner because that's all he knows how to do, and they lost that game. They lost that game. It was you, me, my wife.
Can I just remind everyone that we were taking maps off strong side
yeah.
with your wife on our
Ease,
team.
with
I mean,
ease.
Come on now.
With ease.
I just got to remind everyone.
My wife is a great Halo player. It's well documented,
Well,
you know. So
better
she
than
held
strong
it down.
side, apparently.
Better
so.
than strong side, you know.
We're just roasting everyone in this cast. Okay, let's get back to some Halo.
I got plenty. I got plenty to come.
We'll save. You know, it's a long weekend ahead.
We have a lot of Halo left here.
Let's swap over then to Warlord on the Viperio side. His team currently up by around 15. And he has a Garda player here to contend with. Warlord there will
That was
finish off the kill there.
Strafing there. And you know, one thing you got to point out is how they're holding down that tower side very well, right? Look, someone's there. You think he has an opportunity, even though he has camo, but it's just not enough, right? They do manage to make the cap happen. There is going to be a pick there. So that's the thing. You got to be mindful of that tower push, which is happened quite a bit throughout this day. We've seen players, you know, that's been the opportunity for them. When you want to get into basement, you just flood it. You flood it with, you know, from numerous angles. You don't just try and stack up on one side. You send one player nest. You send 3 over to tower. You try and get in their face as much as you possibly can. Vard now looking for an opportunity as he wants to be able to take out this player, but he's making it very hard. That was going to be Matthew. I believe there could be another player by Carbine, 2 as a matter of fact, and he's looking to seal the deal, get the kill, finds one, beautiful shot, but can't follow it up as he gets picked off from behind.
Yeah, that's the thing. Great confidence there from Bard. He already got 1 kill on the board, and then, you know, he saw 2 players, and then normally, you know, if you're in a 2-on-1, you'd back down, but Bard there saw 2 players, weren't even looking at him, and he thought, you know what, that's 2 kills for me. Outcast will take down Matthew there as well, but total control now for the Viperio side, and this is starting to look a bit more how we expected it to look into this game, right?
Yeah, they're pinning him on the BR base. They just secured that one because they needed something. But now it's going to be about where Garda pushes and tries to, you know, not necessarily stack up, but where can they prioritize, you know, and also time the pushes, right? Those are going to be really important. As Railgun comes up here in just a little bit, 2 shot left in the, 2 shot left in the scatter shot, 1 shot remaining, picks up that rail. Oh, you just got in the way, Matthew. Sorry about that. Got caught with a rail right to the butt. But needless to say, this is looking fantastic for Viperio as they are looking to cross that 60-point mark. 1 player above them, can't quite seal with the kill, but
almost made it happen.
That was pretty good timing there on that railgun.
Yeah, Nath Moore jumping out, almost took a railgun to the face, but you know what? He somehow survived, took down Looney. I did like the confidence there from Looney, though. He already got 2 players. He got the double, and in that kind of scenario, a lot of players would get greedy and say, hey, you know what? I want a triple. I'm going to challenge this. But Looney's such a mature player these days. He decided, hey, 2 kills is enough for me. I'm happy to just pin them in the BR base and continue this scoring run. But as we said that, Garda have decided to start scoring, but just as I say that, Viperio again back in scoring.
Yeah, they're very close here, you know, for Nathan Moore to be able to get that, objective basement there. But just, you know, again, you're by yourself with the pistol. You have players pushing you from nest, players pushing you from tower. It's very hard to overcome in that situation, especially considering that there's no, like, you know, yes, you have the railgun, but it's timing, right? You have to time the shots. And if you're getting pressed by like 3 people at the same time, there's just no way you're going to be able to come out on top, even with a railgun that kills in 1 shot. So Viperio looking to close this game out, 77-31, 16 kills I saw on the board for one of the members. Nice shot there from Looney with the carbine as they are 20 points away from winning this game, and a great railgun as well. Now he has to be mindful of the player by the basement, gets the kill on the floor, and Looney is just on a tear. He picks up the double kill, and his teammates, you see the way they're spaced out there, playing in the forward position, player by tower, player by the snipe pit, or snipe portal, or snipe, what am I saying? English is hard.
Over there.
Over there. He's in the thing by the sniper in the stuff.
He's by the wall with the
Vard pushing, Vard pushing by that BR side. They're just collapsing all over Garda. No opportunities for them to do anything.
I thought we were going to see a ground pound there from Looney, but Looney's been electric in this game, man. He's really propelled his Viperio side. He's just been getting kills left, right, and center. Wouldn't be surprised to see him at the top of the leaderboard. That's another kill and an assist there as well for Looney.
They've been
Looney and Vard, yeah, in this game have just been an absolute duo, and right now they're only 3 points away, and Garda, coming off the respawn, doesn't look like they're going to be able to be in a position to take either of these strongholds back from Viperio. So
231 rigged strongholds. Now we're moving to Coliseum Team Slayer. Harry, is this the time? Is this the one time that we're going to see true CTF? Do you believe? No,
absolutely not. No, I'm afraid Viperio looked really, really strong in that game.
They did.
Of course, they did drop 31 points with this Garda team, but I think realistically,
I love how that's kind of like
the measure
That's
of
like
which
the
we're
measuring
holding
stick
it at,
now,
right?
yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
How many points you drop on the
because
first game?
Infuse gets 0, and now everyone's like, I mean, you know, they got 31. It's like, that's still freaking good.
Yeah.
31 is amazing. All right, here we go, folks. Over to Looney. He had one heck of a game. Let's see if, you know, Fabio can take us to victory here.
Fabio?
He's
Explain
like a
it.
little, like a British Fabio. I don't know what Fabio is, actually.
I don't know.
Fabio
what that
British?
is. No, I don't. I've never heard that before.
You don't know who Fabio is?
No, who's Fabio?
You don't know who Fabio
Who
is?
is Fabio?
I can't with you right now.
Okay.
We'll just have to just go on the internet
All
and
right.
just
I'll
look.
Google it. I
Yeah,
guess.
he's a, yeah, it's
Or
great.
Yahoo.
or whichever.
Other search engines.
Bing
are
it.
available.
You could Bing it.
I could Bing it, but
There you go.
I really don't want to.
So, all right. So Vart and Warlord picking up. Just go to Warlord, man.
Okay,
This guy
come
is
on,
just shredding. He is just absolute. Never mind. He
Come on,
died.
Come on, man.
That
Let's
is
just stick with
unfortunate.
Vard because he's about to do this. There you go.
Beautiful.
See?
Yeah, I mean that was textbook right there. You know, you get the no shields, and then you just bust out that BR. Been seeing that since the dawn of time. I even think the cavemen were doing that.
I think, yeah, I think they most certainly were.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, right? You know, you just put, snipe a raptor, and oh, nice shot there, far. Just good angles as he finds Dogs. And you know, I also want to mention they did not get Dogs' full name. In the, we want to remind everyone his name is Dog Swallux. So
Yes.
just want to be very on top of that.
If you don't understand that reference, then probably you are too young. And we won't be explaining it. I'm
No,
afraid.
we will not. But the internet is your friend.
Yep, you can, of course, search that.
Oh, good shot there from Vardy. And again, he's pinning down the side of the map. We saw this happen before. I forget which matchup it was, where essentially, you know, you take that sniper, you go to the red elbow, and you just police the map. You maintain where the enemy goes, where they spawn, and your teammates are there for the pickup because they're stacked on one side, being worried about you sniping them and picking them at a range, all those little things. And now that they have the rockets, this is looking pretty good here for Garda and the crew. They're only down by 7, so they can do some work here, especially considering they have both power weapons.
Yeah, they have 3 rockets left, so these really should be 3 guaranteed kills, but he's going to miss 1 and miss 2 as well. And then
he gets beat from behind.
Okay, all right.
That's the thing, right? You know, theoretically, right, you say, okay, these rockets should be 2 guaranteed kills or 3 guaranteed kills.
This
But,
angle, man, oh
that
my
would have been
word.
pretty nasty if he got a collateral. But it's just, you know, the thing about rockets is, it's good to have, right, as like a thing that kind of disrupts, right? Disrupts in the situation. But I just feel like, you know, this play right here and just being able to stack up, like, they need to be thinking about that snipe side, right? They need to be pushing out, and right where, I don't know who Stee is, but right where he is, that's where they need to be prioritizing their approach.
Yeah,
and you could see Viperio, they are doing exactly what Garda should have been
Do
doing.
it! It's happening!
Oh, ground pound, and he gets the shot. Huge
That's
play.
good stuff. I was hoping we were going to see a direct ground pound now. I still don't think I've actually seen one properly on stream. Hopefully Bard can pull one out here, but instead he's going to put the shots down there on Matthew, but Outcast will clean that one off. But an 11 kill lead at the moment for Viperio is looking great for them. And of course they still have Vard here with the sniper in his back pocket as well.
Yeah, and of course you have your teammate Outcast, I believe, who also has a sniper. I could be wrong on that one, or I think he has rockets, one or the other. Beautiful shot. Never mind. I thought he was actually going to connect with a kill for that, but regardless, Looney's there for the pick. And remember, you saw it just be a 7-kill game just a little while ago. And then Viperio, they just stack up. They can, you know, kill after kill in their face. This has been working out wonderfully for them. They pressure them appropriately. They're timing the weapons, and they're making sure they're timing their movements, right? And prepping when they need to be able to push forward. And they're getting the appropriate control. I've been really impressed with what we've seen from Viperio so
That was
far.
so beautiful there from Vard, though. He only had 1 bullet of snipe left, and he had to make it count, and he most certainly did. Took down the player there on the red elbow. I'm looking across our screens. I also see Outcast here with the sniper. We jump on board with him midway through a double kill, I do believe, but he will go down to Dog Swallux, who is, I'm sorry, I can't say that name seriously.
great name.
Is this allowed? Is this a really?
Well, it is, apparently, you know?
I don't think
it just
that
gotta
should
roll
be.
with it.
I don't-
But yeah, but again, just what Viperio is doing here, it's exactly what you want to see, and very impressed overall with their movement. You know, they're on the money with their rotations constantly. And again, I think, you know, just gave him the Brofist. I want to see these squad, like a squad like Viperio, you know, at a live event, stack up against, you know, like an Excel or, you know, even an Infused, right? Like, I want to see, which we are going to see potentially if Hyperio can keep doing this. They seem very impressive, right?
Yeah, and Looney and Vard especially, I think. And I think it's like you said, Looney here is going to pick himself up a double kill. This kind of Hyperio team is the team that potentially could knock off the kind of XL from the 4th place. So this Hyperio team is certainly one to watch later on in the tournament.
If they get hot, if you know they get the hot hand and they start feeling themselves, you could potentially see them upset a team, right?
Yeah.
Like just that's where we're going to be in this competition. There's no safety net, right, for any of these teams. You know, we've even seen Epsilon lose before, right? So there's no safety net, and no one should be taking any of these matches lightly. And I think that's what you saw right here in the. That would be like.
But a lot of those orgs, they should be heralded and they should give them a lot of credit because they do scout out and pick up those top squads.
Yeah.
But tell us about this map we're looking at right now, Alex.
Well, of course, folks, rig strongholds, or the rig in general, the map is formed in 2 areas, outside and inside. In the outside area, you're going to see the nest as well as the basement. Those are going to be your points of interest. Inside the BR base, players do not want to be inside. You're fighting constantly to get out there. But if you are inside, you will get that railgun. That's exactly what Exertus gets. Caliber, he's going to have this one in his possession. Now looking to make his way down to the basement and get into someone's face there. Does get hit markers with it. Actually makes that one player, one shot. Can he clean up the kill? He is going to need some help. Not enough, though, for him just yet. Yet he was still able to find one. Good plays overall to stay alive by Caliber. That's pretty impressive.
I think it was it panned out for him. Obviously, he got the kill and he didn't die, but I still feel like Caliber's positioning there was just a little too aggressive. He had the railgun. He could have sat back over on elbow and just rained down shots and wait till he eventually got the pick. Instead, Caliber put himself in a do-or-die situation, pushed right down in basement, and was forced to at least land that rail and get the kill. Had he gotten, double teamed or had he slightly missed the rail, he would have been dead man.
That's very true. Those are things you definitely have to question as you start the matchup. You know, in some respects, yeah, he took it over to the staircase and it made a lot of sense. It got them that objective. But now Ambition, they're looking to get control of this one. As a matter of fact, he did see a teammate pick off one of the other players. I believe that was going to be Abra. And alongside with his teammate behind him, they are going to be able to secure themselves basement. Now moving over to Nest. Spawning inside of the BR base was exactly what I stated. They did not want to happen. Neither team. And currently Exertus, they're the ones that are going to be on that hot seat, spawning inside of the BR base, having to force their way out to tower side potentially.
Yes, and I like this rotation from Flexi just because he realized
his going for the double.
That's a huge kill though. He got the kills, but unfortunately, I think they ended up getting the outside spawns. I'm trying to look at. I did see Abra spawn over at the Carbine, so that means that Exertus, even though they got a couple of them picked off, they controlled that Carbine spawn, and that is what's so important. I was trying to credit Flexi for rotating early enough. Even though Flexi rotated, he got a double kill, and it wasn't enough. They started spawning Carbine. That's why it's so important to try to hold the Carbine area above all. If I have a choice and I'm outside and I want to hold Nest or Carbine, I'm going to for sure choose Carbine every day of the week.
Yeah, it's a good position to maintain. Of course, you can bank nades into Carbine as well, and Camo is going to get picked up there by Jake. I'm not entirely certain who that was exactly. But regardless, Team Ambition timed that Camo. They pick it up around that 9:35 mark. So we'll go ahead and keep track of that one as it comes up in just a little bit. Expect players to be ready for the rotation. Matchup's been a lot closer than I had initially imagined, though, with Exertus only having a small lead here. They do have 3 points to their name. They are about to lose the Nest. They don't want to lose this one, Walshy. This is a big angle for them to have. Despite that, though, for Exertus, I think, they can kind of give this one up for the moment's time because they still have BR base.
Yeah, and I like that play from AZ. He took his time there and decided not to just forcefully take over Nest and charge. And this is that spot I was talking about earlier. That's the ledge where you can actually capture it from. And I've seen Snipe Down do that so many times, especially when he has camo. And you can even crouch walk all the way over towards the sneaky ledge. So it's just a very versatile location that you can use. And yeah, I like that play by AZ. But what I was trying to say earlier is I liked how AZ did not just instantly sprint over towards Nest. He realized Nest was going to be taken anyways, so he's going to take his time. And look at that. That player came out and started pre-firing. I believe it was Epi. And Epi was shooting down lower. He thought he was going to be on sneaky ledge. So that just goes to show how great a position AZ was in that position.
Yeah, just another spot in that area that you have to be, cognizant about. But
pressure is going to be coming for Flexi's shot, though. Flexi has been doing a brilliant job throughout this entire matchup, just continuing to lay down cover fire and getting into positions that help his teammates out to be able to score some of those objectives. They do need this basement, though, and if they do, they will have a trip cap, which, if they do spread out appropriately, would force a BR base spawn. You're actually seeing BR base begin to get taken over here. They have to be mindful of that, but no, the scatter shot. And I'm just gonna say Zuh. You know, I don't know like how to really say his name, but next time, just, you know, why can't you be like every other kid on the internet? Just say like Dark Jedi Slayer 23. I would have been okay with that. But in any case, so not able to stay alive. Camo has been picked up by Abra, and that was around that 735, 740 mark there. So again, we'll keep track of that as that comes up again. But a good rotation to pick up that camo. Finding one player inside of the base, going to be a scatter shot and a little present there, which he could pick up. Double kill for him as well. Looking to get the triple, but he will get the assist instead.
And
Still,
this is dangerous right now. Abra with camo scatter shot, and I want to see him press this advantage. He should be pushing over towards engine 2 or should be pushing over towards nest. I can't disagree, I guess, for going back towards basement and helping with that kill, but my thought process is that he could have extended this lead even further. He could have gotten over towards elbow, could have gotten over towards railgun, and just counted on his teammates to get that one kill over in basement. Like I said, it's really tough in that split-second decision because, you know, you have scatter shot, you have camo, and there's somebody that you know you can get right next to. It's hard not to make that decision. But I felt like he could have pressed that advantage even further and already had railgun area.
Despite that, though, he still made good use of his time with the camo, right? You can't. He got like what, 2-3 kills, and he still hasn't been picked off yet. So I would argue that
you can never fault somebody for killing the most threatening
kills
players.
around that area where you need to,
He killed the most
right?
threatening player.
And look, he's made excellent use of this scatter shot. He's got at least 3 kills with this, maybe 4 if I'm correct. But still, that is super effective, man. He's like an angry Pokemon, you know. And I think that if I had to say if this was a good spawn for Abra, 150%. Look at that score. They've continued to just add on to it. 84 points, 85 in just a second, and they just maintain control. Despite the pushes that are coming from that back bridge, there is literally nothing that Ambition has been able to do here to press the objective in basement, and they've been focusing. Here's the other thing too, right, Walshy? You mentioned this before. They've been working together. They were pushing multiple areas at once. But when you have a player like Abra going clutch with a camo and scatter shot, there's just nothing you could do about it.
No, and you see both these teams vying for control over at the Carbine side, and there's that 530 camo being grabbed. This has got to be last, I'm assuming last camo of the game, unless Ambition somehow gets at least Nest or Basement.
They have to get in there right now this second.
And they need multiple members in one of these. He's going to try to get Nest here, but
they do the same thing in Coliseum Team Slayer. We're going to find out in just a little bit as we're loading into the matchup. But again, I love this map. Coliseum just offers so much variety for routes, for holds, for angles. There's just so many cool nooks and crannies to this map. Expect players to be charging after those rockets, and I want to see those I haven't seen a lot of splinter nades used effectively to block lanes, Walsh. And I don't know, maybe I'm missing the mark here, but maybe splinter nades were a fad. I don't know.
I like this play by Flexi. I thought he was going to go straight towards bomb center, but in the end, still got control of rockets. Now we're going to see what Flexi can do with these. I felt like early on, one of my detriments playing Halo 5 was I tried to stay up high too much with rockets, where I feel like you can have so much more success going towards that bottom center avenue and maybe sneaking over towards the snipe side. At the same time, Flexi got those rockets nearly uncontested, and his teammate Austin's Illusion has control of sniper. I'm not sure how they did this because I feel like the Exerta squad should have put up more of a fight for both those weapons. Like, we'd at least see a couple more deaths or some sort of action, but just decided to say that they had 2 power weapons and they are both gone. Now in the hands of Abra and Ziha.
Oh, Ziha. So that's the thing, right? You cannot let them get control of that. We're seeing exactly what we saw last time. Of course, typically holding down the red side, I personally find, is a little bit better than holding down the blue side. But even then, though, you could still do some damage in Abra with the double kill. Can he become a Kadabra? Oh, man. And I have to say, you know, this, double kill potentially. Yes, Zia is going to get it. Zuh, however you want to say it. But he's getting laced up from behind. And finally, there will be a stop there. Rockets will be down. Sniper will be down. It's like Christmas down there. You would think that, you know, it didn't just pass. They have to go for those. I think Rockets actually ran out just now. So.
Yeah, what Zia did, which was really good, is he at least got off that last rocket, got that player to one shot. That's why Abra was able to sprint over there and try to fight for it so confidently, realized that he was going against a one-shot player. Right now, Exertus are going to try to just at least create that buffer zone for their sniper. And what I'd like to see Abra do is worry about snipe area and that top snipe bridge. That's probably even more important than the sniper area itself, because it just allows so many shots across the map. Like, and there we go, double kill, just no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, and I think, you know, Abra's role there essentially is to not only support. The thing is, Walsh, and I want to hear your opinion on this. I'm not a fan of taking sniper to the snipe spot, partly because it's a highly contested area, right? And oftentimes gets a lot of action. I'm more of a fan of taking it by the elbows and whatnot. But I want to hear your thoughts on that because, and of course, that's just my personal preference. I just feel like it's a little bit easier to hold it outside than it is to bring it by sniper because you can get bank nades, you know, coming from that red tunnel there.
Yeah, saying it's situational sometimes feels like a cop-out answer, but what best to do with sniper is, as long as you're not the closest person up towards the opponent, you are generally in a good situation.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, if you don't have any teammates over at blue side, I think he shot through his leg or something, man.
So too, he shot his leg.
Sorry, bro, I had to get that kill.
He's hungry.
Sorry your leg was in the way. But, yeah, the whole point being is, as long as Abra isn't the closest to the opponent, he can continually rotate with his teammates. Like, in this situation, if he knows that, like, I don't think it would be bad if he rotated over towards the red cave. Because in that situation, he knows he's safe. He knows that his teammates are in front of him and buying time. But right now, he doesn't know if someone could sneak up from blue rockets. And right here, he's just getting drilled across the map.
Well, I think taking it up top isn't the answer, right?
Yeah,
because when you take that sniper up top, as you mentioned before, yes, it is good to have high ground. That is the mentality, and that has been a mentality in Halo for many years. But in this particular map, with how open that area is where rocket spawn is, I don't want to ever take a sniper up there. I'm content just leaving it by elbow, and then getting that quick rotation over to like the flag over here, or maybe even red tunnel, as you had mentioned before.
Yeah. Now the biggest difference there, as you said, over at snipe side, if he's up high, he can actually thrust down, get to a safe location. If you're up high on rocket side, you really have nowhere else to run, nowhere else to hide if you're getting shot from snipe side.
Yeah, just go down and then get shot as you float.
So I guess that's kind of a perfect example of why maybe snipe side is occasionally okay based on the situation, bringing sniper over there, but rocket side is almost always a no-no.
Oh yeah, for sure. I never want to take it rocket side. I think, you know, in that instance, it makes a lot of sense. And looking here, Abra, he just wants to get this top mid possession, but cannot hold it long enough. You're starting to see some fight back, though, from Team Ambition. They are down by 8, potentially being able to tie this one up if they can continue this run. It wasn't looking good for them, but now their luck has definitely changed. Their shots have started to heat up. Austin's Illusion looking for this pop here, but cannot get it, though. His teammate is there for the connection. Instead, Flexi shot with the sniper, looking for it. Can he get the shot off? He needs his teammate to find something, but Collinson, not enough from him at all. And that's the other thing, right? I would have liked to seen him continue his attention on that snipe side instead of turning around by blue because his teammates are spawning there. Despite that, though, solid DMR. He needs to get this kill. Can happen, but not enough. He gets a double and gets picked 24-35.
Yes, and I agree with you in that situation where he seemed to prematurely look away and look towards blue where his teammates were. He ended up looking towards top snipe bridge, which is a good location. But in the end, I feel like he could have done so much more damage. Like, even though they know you're in that blue cave with sniper and they're trying to contest from snipe side, you can still do damage. It's not impossible to hit no scopes in Halo 5. You can at least get a body shot and do that damage and back them down and wait for your teammates. In some cases, if you can't rotate to be in a safer position, you gotta at least hold your ground, put up a fight. Don't completely back down that situation until they force you.
Well, the other interesting part too of that whole play was, you know, Collinson had 2 members of his teammates spawn over to his right, and there was just like both of them pushing forward to the snipe side, right? And that opened up his right completely and left him open for that. I would like to see a little bit more communication moving forward for them, not to, you know, have like, I call it forward stick fever. Oh, nice shot from Flexi.
Great positioning too. I mean, he's in a fairly risky spot. I would not feel as comfortable in the spot, but look at how well it's paying
If someone
off.
challenges him, though, he's there with the scatter. That is, oh, man. What does he get picked off with? A sniper
picked
of
off
his
by
own?
Abracadabra over here in the red corner.
Abra's been doing work, man. He has been so impressive this entire matchup. And look at this. Oh, no. Oh, if he would have gotten that headshot, I just would have walked out of this building. I would have just bought a ticket to go see Rapid. Oh, my goodness. Abra just with a dirty shot there on Flexi. Rockets coming through. That is a difference maker there. Something to get your teammates hyped up about as AZ has the Rockets in possession. 5 kills remaining here. Plenty of time left on the clock. This one is, if they keep playing like this, is going to go to Exertus and could potentially be a 2-0. Does he seal the deal with this? Oh, no, he does not. He had him one shot. You could see in his face. He was like, man, I had that kill. Despite that, though, what a show. What a shot there from Abra, man. So impressed by him.
Yeah, and what's even more impressive than that no-scope that he did hit was his movement in that position. Look at how much work he was making that player get to kill Abra over on that red side rocket corner.
Yeah.
He, first got up on that high ledge above the rocks.
Because Iron-Eyed, I actually am going for Iron-Eyed. I like this Iron-Eyed team quite a bit. Although I am a fan of Ground Pound and the awesome logo. Who doesn't like, what is it, I think a unicorn?
Yep, hitting a pound sign, which is literally the best logo I've ever seen.
That is just pure genius. I love it.
It is pretty smart. So what about you, Onset?
Some new armor skins if you've been playing close attention to the Master Chiefs, or to the Spartans, excuse me. But yeah, we've got the Lock and Loaded legendary skin, and we've also got the AR legendary skin for the Canadians out there.
I kept wondering when I was looking at that. I want to pronounce it, but I don't want to get it wrong, and you've just nailed it down for me. So I have to go with the Canadian accent.
Yeah, these two skins are, they're awesome. They got the rainbow color, the Mr. Chief, the Mr. Lock, and then the Achilles, the Atlas, and the Stalker Arrow armor. But yeah, let's hop on board with Snailed It here on Coliseum CTF.
So you're a team just starting to play Halo. You want to know how to play Capture the Flag well. Give me a rundown, because how do you really make it work for your team? Obviously, this DMR is going to be a big thing. Long-range sights covering the guy who's got the flag. What's when the main ground and pound comes in, actually, against one of the ground and pound players, and he does actually nail it, considering his name is Snailed It. Anyway, continue. So, if you're a team coming into this, you're playing CTF, what is the best way to do it?
Well, you're watching Snailed It kind of play perfectly right here. You want to control the top mid-bridge right there and around Sniper. They're actually about to cap a flag right now, just so quick. Under a minute before the game has even really gone underway, they're already capping a flag. So Iron-Eyed really showing that they just want to end this very quickly. And now you see Snailed It just moving in for a second flag grab right here. They've got 2 down on the other team. A guy closely behind him. Is he going to be able to sneak away? No, he's not going to be able to. But as you see it, Iron-Eyed just really playing it strong. And when you talk about the strategy, you saw Snailed It just really holding the bridge and power weapons.
Oh, wow.
Those are going to be like the 2 biggest things on this map. You really want to control the spawns and make sure you push the enemy team back into their base, keeping them spawning at elbow or in their cave.
Yeah, well, they're managing to do that currently. All the power weapons are pretty much in control of Iron-Eyed Gaming, and they're looking really strong here. Kelly just checks it on his map there, on the radar, and he is going to not catch him out quite. But we're going to switch it up, I do believe. We're going to go with Mastercrest.
And there you saw the pistol skin right there, and now going for a no-scope, not able to connect as he's taken down.
Oh, JP got the flag away.
Penguin, who's running the next flag. So both flags are picked up right now. Penguin's running this, looks like, to bottom middle, and the other team running it to top snipe. Nice pickup kill right there by Penguin. And this route, this is one of the popular routes, running it through bottom middle, just to have that cover. You're not able to get hit by nades, really. You're not able to get shot, and it's just a really good route.
It's sort of in the position they don't want to give rocket launcher away as well. So obviously sitting over the side can sort of patrol that just a little bit, but he's going to be challenged. Does manage to get away. His teammate is there. They should be able to clean up this kill. Penguin does get the kill on the Cosmo Yaman, and currently they also have the flag away. So a bit of a stalemate here between the 2 teams, but it was a very good start by Iron-Eyed. It has settled down just a little bit. GP taking a while to get into their stride. Has that been turned?
It's
not
weird
quite yet.
that the Rockets are still up. No one has picked up the Rockets. They've been up for a good 30 seconds. And it looks like actually Master Crest is going to pick him up. Let's hop on board with him as they're going to return this. And it looks like Penguin is going to capture the flag. Actually, no.
Yeah, it's went away. They overextended. Nobody was left there with the guy who had the flag, so they're not going to get that one down. That's going to be 1-0 still, and both flags are actually away.
Nice double kill right there by Master Crest. And let's see if they can get a flag run here. You see Penguin running the flag again. Let's hop on board with him. Running it through the same spot. Bottom middle, getting that nice cover, not dropping the flag so they don't know where he is. And it looks like they're going to secure this second cap here.
Oh, he doesn't actually have many teammates with him. He does actually have them behind, sorry, and he is going to take a lot of shots. Going to go down. Is that flag going to be returned? Not quite. Let's see. And yeah, there you go. 2-0 now to Ironite. Sorry, they didn't. It did get returned by themselves. They put that one in, but it was just a little bit too late from ground and pound coming around the back there. So, unfortunate for them, they are 2-0 down, and one more flag will secure this map final.
All right, let's hop on with Sean is cool and see if these guys can turn this game around. And he's going to take this back route over here by the fridge steps. This is always a popular route. It's a nice, like, sneaky area. Players don't always check there too often. But it's a nice place to pick up a one-shot, pick up some easy kills, and you see him putting a lot of pressure onto the other team. He's doing a nice job. Doesn't get hit by the shoulder bash. Nice job staying alive right here and picks up another kill. Yep, he's going to pick up another kill and just doing a really good job of controlling the sniper area. And this is what I was telling you earlier. It's just about controlling this center part of the map. The bridge has so much view over the entire map, and you've got so much cover. It's like a little maze. You can just stay alive through there.
Yeah, so basically it's about getting the control, staying alive in the areas you need to. Actually saying that, GP have 3 men down now, so I can really push forward here. There you go, that's that new skin you were talking about. It looks so cool on the pistol, but still here with Snail, who has impressed so far this weekend, does have the rocket launcher as well. His team's flag is away, but they are running for it themselves. On board with him at the moment. Sean is cool, does pick up the kill with the flag on the Master Crest, but Snail can really do some work here. He's got a couple of guys around him. He's going to pick up the second as well. Yes, he is. That's a big double kill. He's not able to survive. V-Blight is going to be able to pick that one up, but are Iron Knight going to be able to put this one away? Zone Curly is all on his own at the moment. He does need to make that kill. The rest of his team are there to back him up, so they're going to... I haven't asked. I know they came up on screen, but I want to question you on them.
So my predictions, I predicted Dignitas, Epsilon, Infused, and then Excel. Dignitas, just really great and solid team. Got a lot of young new talent and a lot of veteran talent with a lot of experience.
Yeah, they're definitely somebody who could upset here. You know, everyone's like sort of expecting Epsilon to walk away with it, but Dignitas could definitely come in. But while we get on with this game, let's see who's going to get a hold of the overshield first. Look at the 2-man rush on ground and pound. It's not going to work out for them at all. The pistol shot's going to come in there. A mad battle in the middle of the map. 2 kills, 2 Ironide, and it's not going to happen for them this time. Overshield, sorry, has went over to them. Curly just completely demolishes Cosmo Yamon and gets a hold of the sniper. If he can hold this down, Ironide are literally sailing home.
And there you see it, just like at the start of the match, picking up that first overshield is so crucial. You already see a 5 kill swing, 6 kill swing now. 7 kill swing, and they have control of the sniper rifle. Let's actually hop on board with Master Crest, who has the sniper rifle, kind of just sitting back in this corner where you're going to be able to get a lot of advantage points here and not really get touched by anyone on the other team. As you see, his team is putting on the pressure, and he's just kind of hanging back, waiting for players to pick out it as he picks off a headshot right there. And yeah, just playing this by the book, so perfect.
I mean, Ground and Pound doing the right thing by trying to rush towards him, or should they really be just trying to pick off kills where they can, trying to stay away from him, or should they be pushing forward and trying to get rid of that sniper rather than trying to play around him?
Yeah, I'd say if I was on Ground Pound right now, you got to slow it down, but he's just picking up double kills. They're exposing themselves, and just Master Crest really taking advantage of the sniper rifle from all points.
Well, let's see if he can pick up any more shots here. Just sees tiny amount of enemy. There's another one as well. He's landing every single shot there. Killing spree from him, and another headshot for Master Crest. We cannot come off him at the moment. 3 more bullets left. See how many kills he can get for him being very, very decisive with his shots. Not able to land that one. He's got 1 left.
He was fighting for the one last headshot. I think there was 5 headshots right there from that sniper, which is incredible. We've got a 17-3 game right now, and Overshield's going to be coming up here soon, and you see them kind of setting up for it.
Well, let's see what he can do from here with the pistol. I don't think it's going to be as effective as the sniper, but let's see. He's going to try and put balls to the wall. Does not go with him, though. Cosmo Yaman does take him down. And a couple of kills coming in from GP. Are they going to be able to get a hold of Overshield? Or I don't think it's going to be respawning up yet. But on board with Master Crest, let's see what he can do from this position. Does have the BR. A couple of kills going to come in from his team as well. The score is 20-5. It's not impossible for Ground Pound to get back, but it's not looking great for them.
I actually think Snailed It was the player. Yep, he picked up the overshield. they were right there. And you just see they're still controlling the outside of the map, just forcing ground pound to spawn on the inside of the map. And that's such a hard position to break out of. You really all 4 as 1 have to push out either from the plaza to flowers or come out from the tram over to cinema stairs. But it's got to be all at one. It's got to be one big push, one big wave.
That was really good by Cosmo Yamane. He's really pushed over there at the time that Sniper's coming up. So really good movement by him to maybe get a hold of that. And as you can see, it is Penguin. He's going to try and prevent that happening, though. The sniper rifle has not been quite picked up by anybody yet. Penguin did get the kill with the SMG. Let's see what Snailed It could do to potentially help his teammates get a hold of that sniper. Just trying to pick up some kills, and all the kills actually are coming in from Ionide at the moment. 28-8 is the score. Pretty dominant by them. And shots being fired there onto Snailed It, answering back with the pistol, though. And is going to be Penguin with a hold of that sniper rifle.
Yeah, you're seeing they're just getting control of every sniper rifle, and it's really hard for ground pound to push out of the corner right now. They're just really stuck back there, and honestly, these guys are going to get a lot of good experience though from this tournament. They're going to be able to go back, watch the film, and watch the rebroadcast, and kind of realize what was Ironite doing. What did they do to stop us from pushing out? And they'll see just players just picking up another headshot, and they'll be able to see that they didn't have control of the power-up. They didn't have control of the power weapons, and there's going to be another overshield coming up here soon. Let's actually hop on board with Elbat, and see he's getting ready for that overshield. He's going to try and sneak and pick this one up. He's going to pick up a kill. He's going to fall down, though. It's not going to look like they're going to be able to get a hold of this, though. I think it looks like Penguin may pick up the next one. Let's hop on board with Master Crest, though, who's just picked up another sniper rifle.
Oh, man, he really is tearing at the moment with this sniper. Gets a kill on the show and is cool, and that wasn't actually a headshot, which is a bit irregular for Master Crest at the moment because that's all he seems to be able to pick up. Fantastic work by him so far. 3 bullets left on that. But 37-14 is the score. Pretty commanding lead for Ionide, who are 1-0 to the good in the series. Can they make this 2-0? Is he going to get the 2? Oh, the no-scope did land, but not on the head. Unfortunately, not going to be able to pick up that kill. His teammate might be able to run around there. Not going to happen. Oh, another headshot coming in there for Master Crest. He's going to get the pistol as well. Not quite. Sean is cool. Just hit a bullet to the head there. Fantastic work by Master Crest. Doing great work with that sniper rifle.
Definitely going to be the MVP of this series, without a doubt. Master Crest just showing why he is the sniper on the team. Actually, earlier, Zone Curly dropped the sniper rifle, and I was wondering why he dropped it.
Yeah, I noticed.
Now I see why.
Oh, wow. He nearly managed to pick up another kill with that pistol there, but did eventually go down to V-Blight. Unfortunately, Snailed It is putting more pressure onto ground pound. Let's go on board with somebody from ground pound. Let's see what they can do to try and get this one back, because it's going to be hard at this point and nigh on impossible, I would say. But 44-17. Yeah, it's not looking great for them. Let's see if they can just get a few more kills. This will indeed be their last map here this weekend. And, you know, fair play to them. Their logo is fantastic. I mean, let's not take anything away from them, but 4 kills to go. And it's looking really good for Ionide. Can we please get a ground pound in for Team Ground Pound? Is Cosmo Yamane going to be able to pull this one off? 4 kills to go. They've got a chance to do it. Is he going to be able to pick up this kill? Not quite.
So close. Yes, he's able to get that kill there. But
yeah, go continue.
He could have jumped up on the generator right there and could have got the ground pound, and that would have been the play of the tournament. Ground pound getting a ground pound.
Well, it is 49-22 now, and it's looking pretty good for Ionide Gaming. They are 1-0 up in the series and 1 kill away from going 2-0 to the good and into the next.
You know, sometimes you've got to put yourself out there, and if they take to game 3, I'm going to be more than happy. So hopefully they can do it.
Who are you particularly looking for on the One Gaming side? Because, you know, our analyst, our expert analyst picked One Gaming to take this one 2-0. Who do you got?
Well, I'm going to look at One True Flash, because he had a few, sorry the pun, flashes of brilliance in the first series we saw him in.
You crazy.
A few little no-scopes, a few little cheeky little snipes that he saw.
Cheeky Nandos,
Harry was saying Stans is a good player to watch, but we're going to start with One True Flash.
All right, I'm curious to see what he's going to do. Grabbing that DMR off the break, getting that first blood there on Steve. Good call there on set. You know what? You've been on fire today with your predictions.
Haven't I just?
You've been great. You've been great. You know what? I'm sure your mom is very proud. So you'll tell her tonight when you see her at home.
She's not proud of me. Don't worry about that, buddy.
But, well, yeah, I mean, I have to say this, you know, One True Flash started this one off nicely. The only thing, though, I want to see a little bit more pressure on this right side. It feels like they're kind of just taking their time here. Oh, Flash has to be careful. There's going to be a player on his side, and he cannot line up that shot, though. Luckily for him, his teammate's going to be there for the pickup. But there is going to be potent Toxin Pull will be in a position to make a play and a potential pull. That sniper's going to be behind that rock. Rock in a hard place. Hard place wins. Sniper's going to be down, though, and he hasn't gone for it yet.
No, they've got that
I think he realized it.
They've got that first flag pull, though, and I think what they're going to try and do here is just take advantage of the fact that they've got numbers. They've got the flag all the way across the map here, but it looks like the Rockets are in the hand of One Gaming, and that could be a potential to shut down this flag as we see the return now coming in, and it looks like a counter cap could be run already.
They ended up actually, no. Yeah, they ended up catching it. So they got the sniper. Grasping picked up the sniper by Beard of Zeus. He found it. So, yeah, I was a little worried there for a brief moment because when I saw that snipe go down, I didn't think anyone was going to go for the grab. And lining up those shots, grasping square, though, man.
You got to hit those, buddy.
Listen, I think the Beard might be weighing his face down, so he wasn't able to properly see, you know, the shot coming through, which is okay.
It's a serious problem. It's a serious gaming problem that some
issue.
people don't understand.
It's an issue. You know, there's an organization for it. But it seems like we are going to have another flag pull from Potent as they're pushing this one forward. I actually ended up playing a warm-up game with these guys. A really good group of people, and you know, I was quite impressed with the way they were playing. So hopefully they can make something happen here and get this flag cap. But it has been very tough in this matchup on either side to get any kind of ground.
Yeah, it really has. And now we see a bit of a flag standoff. Both of the flags away from base, but the Rockets are actually in play here. And I think it's Stanza who's the player with the Rockets. He's going to be looking to protect his flag carrier, maybe put some shots across map. But he's going to be sort of working his way around it. Anyone who tries to push in here is just going to get shut down as we see a snipe. And then that rocket launcher come into use there. Great use of the power weapons by One Gaming. Really impressive. If they can get this kill here, then they've got the opportunity to push across the map. And that is going to be the first cap. And they are now running the second one.
Looking to make this one a quick 2-0 cap advantage here for them. Can they do it? Nice nade placement too, by the way. And Stanza impressing me quite
Harry's
a bit.
picks are looking good at the moment. Stanza's really impressing me.
This BR is solid, and he, you know what, smartly enough, right? Look at this play. Instead of him like continuing to bring that flag forward, he instead hangs around it, but he has to get this kill. This is going to be crucial for him, but they can't quite do it just yet. I don't think anyone went for that pull, so no, it returns back to the base. But still, though, I like that play at the very least to think about, you know, like, hey, let me not just turn my back from this situation. We're getting pressed here aggressively. Let me try and help out. Fortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, when you're in those flag situations, some people get more obsessed with getting that flag as far as they can. But if he could have picked that one kill, he picked one kill up. If he could have picked the second up, that would have pretty much guaranteed the flag cap. But he did a great job. It was a great return that came in, though, and both sides played that really well, really nicely, and good defensive and offensive stands from both sides.
Another thing I really like, too, that Stanza did there, right, got the call, and instead of leaving his battle rifle out, took out his assault rifle, knowing that that's going to aid him a little bit more in that close range encounter. Now, one true flash with the sniper. He's just going to bring this one forward with his teammates. Has to be cautious of a player right in front. Luckily for him, though, Stanza has been on a tear, and he managed to pick up that kill. Can't stay alive, though, as both Stanza and one true flash fall down. Dark Messiah with a nade kill on Square, but now you have Toxin Full taking this flag over to top mid, bottom mid potentially here, and he misses the jump, but it's okay because he's still going to have, never mind. I was going to say, he still has an opportunity to get out of there, just was not quick enough. Nice melee, though, out of Owski, who manages to pick up the flag, but the Splinter nade comes in and just absolutely shreds Owski. Can't stay alive as Virus, though, as Square finds that kill. And we are looking at a potential 2-1 here. Or excuse me, a 3-0. I apologize. I can't obviously look at the screen, but they have to get this one across the map. And look at that flag out of there on set.
Stanza's doing such a good job here. I mean, he's picked up kills. They've managed to steal into the base. It was actually a play. I think it might have been Stanza. Great shots there. Gets the kill with the flag. That's 2 down. Now for Potent Halo. The Rockets are in. This could be a huge opportunity here. Grasping Pair Square is the player to watch. He has the Rockets under the base. He's now pushing in to try and get that return, but he's shut down. And it looks like Stanza is going to be on the flag return spot, but they have managed. I didn't notice there. Potent actually managed to sneak in and get a flag pull of their own.
Yeah, so Potent has that flag on the other side. That's why Stanza just couldn't bring that forward, right? And he had to play cautious by red. Not because of the Rockets, but because there was just nothing there for him. The thing I would have liked to have seen from that Potent player, I believe it was Grasping, was, you know, not worrying too much about, he had rockets, right? I believe he had 2 rockets left in there. Just use them and try and push, right? At the very least, that would have been a little bit more effective. He was just hanging around underneath.
You've got to do as much damage as you can when you have the rockets. Even if you think you're going to die in a situation with the rockets, you need to try and use that power weapon to do some damage. Even if it's just shooting the rockets out so that when you do eventually die on that team's side of the map, they're not going to have the ammo that they previously would have.
But I understand the situation, though, right? It's like, you know, I mean, I don't remember how many shots he had. So if any kind of rockets, right, in that situation. If he had 3 and with 1 on, on the side, you don't want to give the enemy team a rocket, right? But this sniper is going to be important. Actually, both of these power weapons are going to be super important. We should see who's going for them. Because it seems like Owski ended up getting the rockets.
And he's now pushing on this flag player. There's 2 players actually trapped in the base here.
And Stans is right to his left if he goes in for the challenge.
Oh,
beautiful jump,
nice
beautiful jump.
Really
he finds him in the corner. Oh no, just shoot it,
Oh,
and he's gonna whiff it.
Owski had the opportunity there. He was the player who had the opportunity to get in that base, hit those 2 rockets, and it would have been the potential to get that return and a flag on the board for Potent, but he's jumping back up. Still some nice map movement, but his rockets are now on point. He kills the carrier. Toxinfall picks up another kill. They've got to push in, and the return actually goes in, and it looks like Toxinfall has actually been taken down on the other side of the map, and it looks like it could be a return now as Grasping Square, and Stanza once again is in the base getting a pull. This is so back and forth, Alex. I just don't know where to look.
Those are the heartbreakers, man. When you get that kill and you're like, yes, we got him, but then your teammate falls down as well. Now this is it. Stanza, and I like Stanza's play here. He's taking his time, crouching with the flag, although he did get identified and identifies the, where the flag has been pulled from. He's still playing this one slow and steady, knowing that there is going to be pressure inside of the base. And his pistol has just been phenomenal this matchup. He has to be careful. Challenge coming in. Oh, he punched him in the face. Stanza staying alive. Toxinful, though, finally finds him. And can he get the return? Is Toxin even on it? I'm not even sure. I think he just got picked. Yes, he did from Dark Messiah. So this has been quite an intense couple minutes here with neither team being able to get anything going. And you can see Ross and Toxin just trying to push in and get inside of that flag. Spawns are going to be coming from the left over on the red side. Red tunnel. They do pick that one up, though. Now it is going to be Eccentric Steve looking to make the stop here. Can he live up to the name? He's going to get the return, and that is going to be a cap potentially.
I don't know if it is.
Oh, no,
it just seems constantly going back and forth at the moment. Alex, I do not know what was going on right now. Neither team want a cap. Can one of these teams please just take a second, take a deep breath, and actually put these flags in? Every time we see a return come in, someone else sneaks into the base and gets the pull. I have no idea what is going on right now.
I was like, hey, he has it. This is wonderful.
Can we actually see a flag return?
I don't know, man.
I don't know what to look at anymore.
I give up. I have no idea what the heck is going on, but you do have Toxin in the base. Good pistol
Another
shot.
flag pull.
He has to take it out. He has to take it out. They do manage to make that stop happen. They have to get that flag over.
Don't run into those. Oh, I mean, you lucky boy.
What is this, day one? You never run into splinter nades, man. It's just never a good look. But anyway, Toxin has his flag. It looks like no one's going to be in a position to stop it except one member left, but he can't stay alive. Virus, though, on the push as he does find him in one true flash with a double, but Steve, the eccentric one, is there for a double of his own. And now you're starting to see Potent make use of another flag run here. Sniper is going to be coming up in just a little bit. I believe Rockets will be up in a few as well. Oh, man, what an intense battle we have here. Those nades just landing right at Grasping's foot. And another nade to his right. Onset, what is going on here,
I don't know what's more impressive at the moment, to be honest with you, Alex. The gameplay that we're seeing is just so back and forth, or if Grasping Square's beard is actually the winner here. But it just seems like every time the flag gets anywhere near it is pulled, it is counter pulled.
They can get it, though. They can get it.
If they get this pull here.
I'm looking at the other side. There is no, I think one true flash is the only player in a position to make a stop happen, but he has to be careful about the player behind him. And he is going to make the stop. He's going to make the stop, but you're going to have a member of the blue team there for the kill. You have one more member pushing. Is going to be Stanza. Can he clutch it?
And that's 2-all, Alex. 2-all.
We're all knotted up, folks. 2-2 in the count with 2 minutes and 17.
Toxinfall's now snuck into the base. Again, they were 2-0 down, remember, at the start of this game. He has a player above him on the rocket ledge. I don't know if he actually has those rockets in his possession, but this looks like a great
flag
run
on the other
here.
side, though,
he hasn't pulled it again.
They have to be so careful. This play is crucial. They have to stop Stanza here, but he's going to go up top, and he could just waltz this one right in, but there's going to be another member of Potent Halo there for a stop. Toxin knows that Rockets are going to be up top.
Oh, there's two players around the corner.
In the base. Oh my goodness. Stanza could not stay alive as Toxin finds the kill. Now, Dark Messiah looking to just seal this one and take this game, but this is going to be hard. Eccentric Steve
If he can pick up this kill, this will be huge because they'll opportunity to run.
Jumping.
That's a perfect example of why staying alive is so important in situations. That player was down so many shots and he was challenging, but he just managed to hide long enough and make him work so hard for that kill that he actually managed to get that flagpole out. But now the flag, I think Dark Messiah is now running the flag for One Gaming, and it's just back and forth. Neither of these teams have had control at any point. And it just seems like both teams are just going, right, we're going to get your flag, we're going to pull it, and we're just going to hope for the best.
Yeah, honestly, that's it. And sometimes that's what you got to do, right? Look, the flag's about to return. This is an opportunity for them to run this flag in. And the flag is back in the base.
There's 4 players on his radar, though.
Grasping picked it up. Oh, he's just they don't know he's there. Oh my God, they don't know he's there. And then finally, they're going to be there. They do see that flag go down. But still, though, the damage has certainly been done. Picks up the flag. That's going to be 2. Steve, though, looking for the pick. Steve
down.
With the double
eccentric
kill.
Steve living up to his name with huge eccentric style plays. And he's now putting shots on. He's actually out of ammo now. He has to realize before he gets into a gunfight. But yeah, he's now pushing up to the snipe. This is an absolutely insane game, Alex. And the ground pound comes in. But can we see reversal? No, we cannot.
Reload.
One true flash. This is the Halo I've wanted to see all day.
That's a nightmare right there, man.
I'm out of breath, man.
That guy flying at you. That is not natural. And a big play here for One True Flash. Potentially cannot do anything about it. They are going to get the blue return, though. And, man, I don't know what is going on here. Potent Halo, I think they do have that flag. It's going to be Steve, but he will fall down. That's going to come from Stanza. Again, Stanza's been having a phenomenal matchup, though. And looking around to see what they could do here as the flag will be picked up by Potent. Potent looking to bring this one forward. Pressure coming from behind. Oh!
And look at this sneaky true flash.
This is a cheeky play right here.
But taken down again.
Man, and it is going to get returned. Can the red team return their flag as well? But look right there. You have one member of the red squad just waiting for blue team to bring that one forward, waiting for Potent to make a play. And the flag goes right back to the base, folks. We are pretty much back to square one. And needless to say, though, Stanza with that flag is looking to end this one.
And Alex, a couple of people I feel sorry for at the moment, the guys who are going to have to analyze this game afterwards, because I have no idea what we're looking at right
honestly,
now.
This
is so chaotic. And we actually see an eccentric Steve running the flag, but he's taken down. And it's Virus who's in the base. And all of a sudden, what a surprise, Alex. We're seeing yet another flag run from One Gaming. They actually have the potential, if they can get the return here, they are in a position to end this game. Is the flag returning? It's a base, but Steve comes in with another stop. And there's another gunfight, and it's Stanza once again. He's going to look to run this final flag in.
GG.
Pretty good. Like,
you know, he's okay.
Bless him.
But bless him. You know, God bless Wonder Boy.
In some of the cups, he was rocking a little bit of the, you know, the fashion stuff.
I think that was the stress of commentating with you. I don't know.
Probably. You're probably right, yeah. That's probably where my hair was falling out, to be fair with you.
Man, I realize I've been very mean today. I apologize.
You can't apologize the last game of the day.
I apologize for being so mean. I promise I will not do that.
You can be mean all day, but if I apologize at the end, it's fine.
Yeah, no, it's like saying with all due respect, but then you're an absolute trash head. You know what I mean? Like, you know, with all due respect, you're a horrible human being. It's like that.
I don't mean to be rude, but
I don't mean to be rude, but you know, hey, your mom. You know what I mean? Like those things. Anyway. OS has been picked up here by Stanza, so we're going to get right into game 2. It is, of course, Plaza, Slayer, and already starting to see One Gaming starting off strong here with 3 kills on the board and a sniper rifle to boot. So he's going to have about a quarter of OS left there. So looking to do some work with this, but he's not really getting that OS is more or less going to be buffer more or less than protection, right? And him being able to push up and get aggressive with it because he has a sniper and all.
Yeah, he's just going to position himself up here, top snipe. He's going to watch the cafe area. His teammates do need to try and push towards the other side of the map a little bit. I looked at the dip from the bottom hotel. But a nice shot from there from Stanza with a snapshot. He's showing up, man, in this series. Great shots from him. As was 4-3 now. And Alex, I've got to be honest, I don't know where this series is going to go. I think this is going to go right down to the wire. I can see a 50-49.
You know what? Honestly, man, I wouldn't be surprised. But Stanza looks to get that no-scope there in that situation. Got pinned nicely. So he wasn't really able to make anything happen. And now you're starting to see that blue spawn come about here for the red team, right? You know, the thing with this is when you hold the sniper and you have that blue spawn,
it's really tough because if you're not careful, you can get picked through the windows.
Yeah.
And you just have to be very mindful of that. Ideally, you just want to force those players to spawn by yellow side, which is to the right of where Toxin is. Just keep them over there the entire time. So you need a body in blue. And I hope that one of these players have the wherewithal to do that. And it seems like Steve, the eccentric one, is inside of blue, and he is forcing that spawn. I like that play.
Well, let's look at Steve right now. As you say, perfect position here. This is what I call the Royal 2 position, Alex. We've seen him in scrims where he's pulled off perfection.
He lives there.
Against pro teams. He just sits there with a sniper. He just watches over anyone who dares to challenge him.
Oh, if you take a sniper there, like, you have a sniper in BR combo, you are just golden. Heyo. No, seriously, though, you are just on the money. It's, like, deadly to hold that spot. But I'm wondering why Steve pushed up here. I almost feel like it was a little unnecessary for him to push up. He didn't need to advance forward. But you know what? Maybe he got a call out, and that's why he made that move. Hopefully, you see, he gets the yellow spawn now. So this means that they lost control of that snipe area, and now they have to prioritize pushing forward and getting that part of the map locked down because that sniper rifle is so important.
Yeah, and it's, as I say, it seems like quite a scrappy game here, but the overshield is bottom mid, but Messiah is actually on the overshield. He's getting lit up at the moment. It'd be interesting to see if he can stay alive. Picks up the storm rifle as his teammates actually pick up a couple of kills for him, so there's going to be a lot less pressure on him. Great job from them. He's going to be looking around. The ground pound does come in, but you can't miss against a player like Messiah here, because he's got the storm rifle in his back pocket, and he's just going to shred your shields.
It's all about knowing when to ground pound, right? It's an effective
Jimbo's
maneuver.
the king.
Yes, I've seen Jimbo
the king.
pull off some amazing plays with it. But yeah, I've seen Roy pull off some amazing plays with it. But that's the thing; it's all about knowing when to do that, right? And right in that situation where there's 3 players there, you don't ground pound. It's just not good. But look at the movement there from Dark Messiah. Gets that melee from behind.
Nice shots
follows
as well,
up with a
perfect.
double kill as well. Maybe a triple. Let's see. No, it's not going to come for him. But still. Again, the knowledge to know, hey, I got this melee. Let me just back up real quick and continue to hold down this control all the way up top of the map. I love it. Those are the kinds of plays you have to relish. But now that eccentric Steve has the sniper over here,
this is the position, Alex. This is exactly what I was talking about. As you can see, he's just sniping. He's actually sniping towards the snipe area. I think he got a call out there. He might be pushed as he finds one true flash off guard here. He's going to chase that kill down bottom mid. He needs to make sure he cleans that one up. And now if I'm him, I'm pushing back up this ramp to blue, and I'm trying to get control of the spawns for the rest of my team to work around.
But now they lost sniper, right? They lost sniper, which means that they're going to be getting more blue spawns. But they have sniper, and they have sniper with a lot of shots left in it. So long as he can get maybe 1 or 2 picks here, that will be big. Or he's just enough to distract the other team and allow his teammates to push up and get those kills. Either way, he just needs to be oh, wow. Great movement there. Steve now knows he has to get out of dodge because if he doesn't, he could get flanked aggressively. And I'm wondering why they're abandoning their position. I do hope they have a player still stacked on that sniper side, though.
Yeah, it just seems like they're not really sure how to play together. But a no-scope from Steve. I mean, what am I talking about? He knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go bottom mid, no-scope players for double kills. But he is now moving around the map, and he is trying to re-establish this snipe control. And I think the overshield
it feels like they're afraid of having to snipe on blue. That's what that tells me. He had the sniper, and look at that. He just did a tour of the map and brought it all the way over to the snipe post. I actually don't disagree with that. If you're not comfortable with it,
exactly. If you feel comfortable sniping from a certain position in the map, then that's where you've got to be sniping from. But a lovely double kill down in the hotel with the grenades, and I think he actually hit the explosive barrels.
He hit
down
the barrels with the
gave him a little bit of a boost as far as the explosions are concerned. He finds 2 spawners here. Steve hits another shot here, 28 to 25 now for Potent Halo, and I think this is probably the biggest lead we've seen so far in this game.
Despite consistent sniper control from Potent, this has been a neck-and-neck matchup, right? I mean, 3 kills can swing at any time. They only have 1 shot left. That new sniper, though, should be coming up in a little bit. And, man, that spot is probably the most annoying. I hate that spot. Yeah, I hate anyone who's in that spot. You're a horrible human being, and you do not deserve to play Halo.
It's like they're taunting you, isn't it? When they're hiding behind that glass and you've got the sniper.
And I'll never forget the first time I saw it, too. Like, I was, I think, in beta, and I was playing Plaza. It was, like, the first time we all played it. And I saw that spot, and I tried to shoot through it. I was like, what's going on, man? He's cheating. He's cheating the game. Of course, I wasn't smart enough to understand that it was a piece of glass there.
Yeah.
You know, just intelligence and Golden Boy don't go hand in hand.
I think we've learned that weekend.
It's okay. But, and listen, hey, man, no one roasts me better than me. You know what I'm saying?
That is
I don't let you guys roast me because I get to me first. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's like 8 Mile. You know, Eminem, he did it himself before anyone else could. I learned from my homie B Rabbit. Anyway, so I wonder if anyone got that. Yeah, I think overall, you know, Potent has been looking solid, and you know what, Onset, we could be seeing a game 3
We are actually...
This dreams have come true, man.
If we see a game 3, I'm going to be so happy. I'd expect the crowd to give us a cheer as well as we pick up a headshot there. Toxinfall now has this sniper rifle and a 6-kill lead is established, but the Overshield player charges him, and the Overshield player is actually going to be Once You Flash, I believe. I'm not sure, actually.
And Stanza has the snipe. So Stanza has the snipe and the OS. He only has...
he's stacked right now.
Yeah, he only has a little bit of OS remaining, though. So, you know, this isn't going to matter all that much, but I like the fact that they send players over to blue, and now they're forced into spawns.
He's in your spot there, as you can see. He's baiting him in, knows he's got that sniper rifle.
You're just a
Gives him a
terrible
little
human
smile
being.
through the window. He knows that you cannot kill me right now, and
you do not belong.
the grenade comes over.
Learn from my homie, B-Rabbit. Anyway, so I wonder if anyone got that. Yeah, I think overall, you know, Potent has been looking solid, and you know what, Onset, we could be seeing a game 3.
We are actually...
This dreams have come true, man.
If we see a game 3, I'm going to be so happy. I'd expect the crowd to give us a cheer as well as we pick up a headshot there. Toxinfall now has this sniper rifle and a 6-kill lead is established, but the Overshield player charges him, and the Overshield player is actually going to be Once You Flash, I believe. I'm not sure, actually.
And Stanza has the snipe. So Stanza has the snipe and the OS. He only has...
he's stacked right now.
Yeah, he only has a little bit of OS remaining, though. So, you know, this isn't going to matter all that much, but I like the fact that they send players over to blue, and now they're forced into spawns.
He's in your spot there, as you can see. He's baiting him in, knows he's got that sniper rifle.
You're just a
Gives
terrible
him a little
human
smile
being.
through the window. He knows that you cannot kill me right now, and
you do not belong.
the grenade comes over, but he's jumping up now. Stanza looking at this
you
tram
do not
station.
belong wearing that Achilles armor, you horrible person, for standing in that spot.
I can't wait to 1v1 you one day and just hide behind
I know, right? You're going to do that
time.
The whole time you're just going to...
Just not move. Just stand there with an SMG, just not move.
You're just terrible, man. Terrible. All right, there. Look at you.
Finally,
that's
that
right.
is what happens.
That's what happens when you push out, Owski. Learn your lesson, dog.
Stanza will shut you down every time. You cannot sit there and bait Stanza out for that long, but given the opportunity to shoot, he's going to destroy your face. And that's exactly what he is.
Especially because he has a hot hand as well. He's been playing great.
He's been really impressive this series. Yeah, definitely looks like the strongest player on the team as he clips another player that's cleaned up. And all of a sudden, you see control seems to be in the hands
I think we cursed them.
Potent Halo here, and it's actually,
no,
sorry,
One
Gaming, and it's 42-36 now. The score has reversed from where it was, and One Gaming looking pretty close to closing out. This is a lovely headshot there from Stanza. Another one. He just needs to pull out his pistol here and clean up that kill. A little bit of inexperience.
Because that's basically what we've been seeing so far.
Is that what we're renaming it? Officially renamed the 2-0 tournament.
It's the 2-0 tournament. Unless
2-0
Potent
Fridays
can pull off a miracle here. New sniper's going to be up though, and
Virus, you are the
Sit
man!
down, son!
Oh, he's hit another body shot
goodness.
there. I mean, what a way to end the game. I mean, I'm just going to no-scope ground pound.
That's why you don't ground pound and you just go for the darn gun. You just go for it. Don't go for the flash. Go for the substance. You need to get those kills, and that is going to haunt them.
I can see a no-scope coming in here from Virus. He's got to lift up. Go for a no-scope.
Start with Group A. And you can see here kind of how it's gone down today. No real surprises from anyone there, I don't think.
Yeah, I think Golden Boy pretty much summed it up, like the UK 2-0 championships. I mean, no one's pushed themselves to a game 3 so far today. So pretty much as we expected it to happen today.
Yeah, it most certainly is. And like I said, we're going to see I tomorrow. They're in the decider match to kind of figure out if they can come group runner-up. But we'll also have Epsilon versus Riot. Bracket number 2 here, it will be Dig versus Rift tomorrow. The loser of that will place One Gaming to find out who comes runner-up.
That winners match is actually going to be quite a good one to watch because that's Dignitas' first real test so far this tournament. So I think that one's going to be a good one. And we, you know, do you remember Sneaky Walrus in the Rift interview? He was saying, "Hey, we can go toe-to-toe with teams like Dignitas." So that's going to be the real test for Rift to see if they can actually go toe-to-toe.
Awesome. Well, let's take a little look at Group C, and here it is. You can see Team Infuse will be playing Superior Esports.
I'm hoping it's
and we're going to have the losers match go on as well tomorrow. So we haven't seen those yet. Hype Gaming versus Gutter will go on to find out who plays the loser of that first match to kind of go through here. But guys, I mean, this is really starting to shape up. This is where the tournament really kind of gets its flavour from here. I mean, we've had the 2-0 day. We've had some of the big stomps today. Tomorrow, it gets really, really serious. Let's have a little look at Group D now. And kind of see how that goes down. Excel will be playing Exertus in the winners match there. And again, another loser game we haven't seen yet. Reform versus Team Ambition.
Yeah, I was just going to say that winners match again is quite a juicy one because